Welcome to the Lion's Den. My name is Robert Love. I'm a neuroscientist. I specialize in helping people prevent Alzheimer's disease with science. I'm not a medical doctor. I'm not giving you medical advice. Please consult your medical doctor before doing anything that affects your health. And my desire is to give you the very best science, the very best information that you can use to improve the quality of your life and improve your health. If you're just arriving, please put your first name and where you are from in the chat. If you like the Lion's Den, this is the Lion's Den, by the way. And you, as a member, are an evolving lion, and we're here to support and love each other and help each other live healthier lives. And so, if you like the Lion's Den, please like it, please share it, let other people know that you're here. Today, we are talking about something very important that often does not go addressed, which is preventing falls and fractures, preventing injury. This is really, really important. A number of people very close to me have recently had some falls that have really set them back. And it's very scary. And I'm going to tell you what's going on and what you can do to reduce your risk of falls, and some things you can do and you can have your parents do to reduce the risk of falls if they are over the age of 50. And we'll also talk about some supplements that can help build bones, some foods that can help build bones. This is fluoride-free water, by the way, mixed with some vitamin C and some magnesium. Let's get started. Hello, all you wonderful Instagram folks. Hello, all of you TikTok folks. There's 245 of you on here. That's fantastic. All right, if you're just coming here, please enter your first name and where you are from in the chat. You got Stacy from Kansas. Happy Tuesday. I look well rested. Thank you. Thank you, Carabera. I got some sleep today. Happy Black History Month. Why, thank you. I love Black History Month. I love Dr. King's I Have a Dream speech. I watch that pretty much whenever I remember to on Martin Luther King Day. Fantastic. Hi, GG Pups. Happy to see you. Thank you. We got Carrie from Tacoma, Washington. We got Lauren from Austin. We got Taylor from Utah. We got North Carolina. Yes, lion's mane is anti-inflammatory, Julie. We got Nettie Humphrey from Texas. We got Jen from North Carolina. We got Kayla from Seattle. Margie from Jersey. I haven't seen you live in a while. I know, Firebird. I've been away, and now I'm back. Not been away. I've been traveling. I just went to an event and led a speaker day on neuroscience. We got Fab Mom from Texas. We got Julie from Boulder. Hey, Julie, I used to live in Boulder. We got Chantel from Connecticut. We got Nadine from California. We got Peter from New York. We got California. Hi, Doc from La, California. We got Bonnie from Arizona. Julie from Arizona. We got hi from California. GG Pups, I missed you too. What are your thoughts on turkey tail? It's awesome. Mushrooms are so good. I recently had some mushrooms that were like they're like potato chips. They're so good. I got them at Costco. I have a new Costco video that's going to come out soon. It'll be really fun. Keep your eye out for that. It is so very, very good. We got Tinkerbell from California. We got Sandy from Orange Beach. Is that Alabama? We got Mexico. We got Denise from Texas. We got Roar. Long time no see. I know, Christine. Glad to be here with you. Who's an evolving lion? Give me a roar. By the way, 2 requests. Number 1, if you've bought my lion's mane and you'd like to give a testimonial, please send me an email at robertwblove@gmail.com. It's the same name as my handle, and include your testimonial and then a photo, and I'd love to put that on my site. Next, if you got my NeuroPlus Brain and Focus formula or my green tea supplement, part of the deal was that you would give a testimonial, good or bad, whatever your experience is, either video or written. Please send that to robertwblove@gmail.com. I'm going to put that on my website. If you don't want it on the website, that's okay. Tell me that in the email, but I'm going to put up as many of the testimonials as I can. And if you have a bad testimonial or, hey, it didn't work, or I didn't notice it, I'm going to put some of those up too, because I want the website to be honest and say, look, a lot of people experienced the benefits. Some people didn't, 1 out of 20 got a headache or something like that. I want to be clear on that. So if you got some of my green tea supplement or the NeuroPlus Brain and Focus formula, part of the agreement was that you got to get a super great discount in exchange for a testimonial. So please send me your testimonial to robertwblove@gmail.com. I so appreciate it. We got, hey, LC from NM. Hi. Jeep, I missed the lives too. Teresa, what would you like to buy? If you want to buy the lion's mane, that's roarlionsmane.com. The other supplements aren't available yet. They will be available soon. This stand is not, how do I get this thing to stay? Sorry, very difficult technical challenges. There we go. That's better. Cool. So Teresa, let me know what you want to buy. I'll see if I can help. How are we doing over here on Instagram? Not seeing too many questions over there. Christine, I just bought Reishi mushroom powder on whim. Are they good for you? Yeah, they're not bad. Well, they're good. I have Reishi in my lion's mane. Christine, do you have my lion's mane supplement? It's got Reishi. Why am I so pretty? I'm very fortunate to have good genetics. I have good parents, good-looking parents, and I've done my best to take care of myself in recent years. I kind of abused my body in my 20s. Anyone else abuse your body in your 20s with too much alcohol, not enough sleep, uh, occasional cigarettes? I was not super healthy in my 20s. I did exercise, but I definitely consumed things that were not good for me. Been praying for my mom. Thank you so much. She's doing great. She's doing really, really well. Thank you for all those who have offered prayers and support and love for my mother and her healing and recovery. It's been so wonderful. Thank you so much. Firebird, Firebird, you can take them together, but for the testimonial, I want you to take them separately so that way we know what they do. So they have different effects. I want you to be able to say NeuroPlus does this, green tea does that. Does that make sense? Awesome, Amy Shine. I'm glad to remind you. Let's see what else we got here. Would love to buy some Lion's Mane. Awesome, Happy Am. If you go to roarlionsmane.com or click the link below my profile, that will take you to a place where you can buy. I'm going to log into TikTok on here. Oh, by the way, big thing. I just started a new TikTok channel for interviews. Everyone, please go right now to Robert WB Love underscore guest. As soon as that account gets 1,000 followers, I can have I can interview people on that account. I want to do it in 24 hours. That'd be really cool. So if you're on here, please go to Robert WB Love underscore guest on TikTok and just follow that account. There's my picture and there's a couple of videos. There's just 2 videos under there. If you follow that, once it gets 1,000 viewers, I can have guests on there, and so I'll have more guests on the Lions Den. That'll be really, really cool. Those guests won't come over on Instagram. Sorry. So please, you'll have to watch on TikTok for that, but I'll let you know. Where am I located? First, hi Tinkerbell. Right now I'm in Cincinnati, Ohio, but I live in Miami. Sandy, your Lion's Mane is awesome. I was using a different brand and yours blows it away. Thank you. Thank you, Sandy. I believe you. I think that's true. Would you send me an email at robertwblove@gmail.com, same as my handle, and include your picture? I'd love to put that testimonial on the website. My mom is doing great. Thank you for asking. Best vitamins for anxiety and stress: exercise and sleep, and no sugar. Beats any vitamin you're going to take. I'm serious, April. Before you look into supplements, I want you exercising 30 minutes a day, minimum, getting minimum 8 hours of sleep, at least in bed 8 hours, and cut down on the sugar. It'll make a huge difference. After you do that, Lion's Mane is great. My Lion's Mane supplement really reduces anxiety. L-theanine is also great. Magnesium glycinate, also great. Happy I am. I would love to find and buy the Lion's Mane. Great. Go to roarlionsmane.com or go to the link below my profile. roarlionsmane.com. We have a great buy one, get 3 free. It's a crazy awesome price. Similar Lion's Manes are like 3 times the price. All right, so let me see if I can join my own live here on my own computer. That would be great. There we are. All right, I'm joining my own live, and I'm going to pause that because otherwise it's distracting. Come on, how do I pause myself here? There it is. All right. Oh my gosh, so many comments. I forgot how how overwhelming it is with all the comments on TikTok. All right. Now I'm gonna try to address as many of these as I can. First, I really want to address the topic of today, which is falls. How many of you have had someone close to you fall and get an injury, get an accident? My grandfather, his dementia came on after a fall. He was a door-to-door vacuum cleaner salesman. He was such an honest salesman. He had people calling him for referrals like 5 years after his death. Like 5 years after he died, people calling up saying, "Hey, is Ray there? I want to buy another vacuum." Amazing. He took really great care of people. A really high integrity salesperson, is actually able to support a whole family. He only had a 3rd grade education. He had to drop out of school to help support his mother. I'm on a different live chat. Those are not my comments there. That was weird. he had to drop out of school to support his mother after his father left when he was only in third grade. So he only had a third grade education. He was in the Navy during World War II, and he was able to support his family, a family of three, and even send everyone to private school, I think, or at least two out of three to private parochial school on a salesman's salary, and his wife stayed at home to take care of the kids. So I really admire him. He was doing door to door vacuum sales in his late 70s, working his late 70s. Not kidding. I think later mid 70s, and he fell down while selling vacuums. And that bad fall, shortly thereafter, he got cancer. He didn't get cancer then, but that's when the cancer manifested, right? Because his immune system was suppressing the cancer. He had a fall. Now his body was trying to repair itself, and that weakened him. And then the cancer came out. Then the dementia came on. So his body got weakened by the fall, and then the cancer, and then dementia. Does that make sense? So when people say, the fall triggers something, it does because it weakens you. Our body is fighting off cancer and disease all the time. There's cancer in all of our bodies, not to make you afraid. That's just the way it is being a human. And so you want to keep your immune system healthy. And so if you impair yourself, if you hurt yourself, it greatly increases the risk of other diseases because our immune system is really busy keeping us healthy. Does that make sense? Give me a roar if that makes sense. I don't want to confuse anybody. And so when we fall or have an accident, that weakens us because our body needs to repair itself, and that makes us more vulnerable to disease, especially chronic diseases. And so it's really important to prevent falls, especially over age 65. Here's how two people in my close circle recently had falls. These were both women. They were in the kitchen. They stood on a ladder or step stool, I think a step stool. They were reaching up high, and then they fell, reaching like this. Really bad falls. One of them is recovering, had a multiple break in her shoulder, 3 places. 8 weeks. She still can't dress herself. Her husband is having trouble taking care of her. Really, really bad. And it came from being overambitious and trying to do things that she shouldn't be doing. And then she called her friends. Half of her friends said, "Oh, I do that all the time." Stop that. If you are over age 65, stop getting on a stool or chair to get anything. I'm dead serious. If you can't find a safe place for it, get rid of it. It's not worth it. That fall could set you back big time. Give me a roar. Give me a thumbs up. Let me know that you get this. If you have a parent or a loved one who's over age 65, make sure they're not standing on chairs to replace. Don't have them replace lights. My mother, I recently said, I want to replace the lights in the kitchen. She said, no, you don't need to do that. They're fine. And after this other friend had a fall, she said, yes, please replace the lights while you're home. I don't want to have to do it myself. So don't let parents over age 65 replace lights, do anything that requires them to stand on a ladder or chair or step stool. It's not worth it. Okay. Does that make sense? Let me know what's going on here. All right, Kelly, you get it. Stephanie, you get it. Outstanding. GG Pups gets it. Okay, y'all get it. Awesome. Outstanding. This is really, really important. One of the keys to healthy aging is prevention, right? If people say, how do I reduce inflammation? Well, prevent it. Stop eating inflammatory foods. Stop smoking cigarettes. Stop drinking too much alcohol. Stop eating so much sugar. That'll help reduce inflammation. Stop the stress. All right, Dorothy, you get it on Instagram. Outstanding. All right, next. Here's how someone else fell. They were walking in their house looking at their phone. So phone, walking in their house, boom, they trip. Hey, it's 11:11. Well, it's not 11:11. This phone's off. Sorry. So here's the next rule. No more walking and looking at your phone in the house and ideally anywhere. These people who walk across the street looking at their phone, these people kind of deserve to be hit from Darwin's evolutionary perspective, right? If you're not going to look, cars are, these 10,000-pound machines that can kill a human being. If you're not even going to look as you're crossing the street, I don't know if your genetics are worthy to survive the next generation. I don't want anyone to die, but that's really such a stupid thing to do. Can I get a thumbs up? Can I get a roar for that? Goodness gracious, these people crossing busy streets without looking and being on their phones. It's just so dumb. So no more on your phone when walking, especially around your house. It's easy to trip on rugs. It's easy to trip on steps. So you got to stop doing that. A dear friend of mine, his dad broke his leg walking around his house on his cell phone. You got to stop that. All right. So no more high chairs, no more standing on chairs or step stools or anything and reaching overhead. None of that. And no more walking on the phone. All right. Give me a thumbs up. Give me a roar. Let me know you're in. This is really, really important. And get the parents, the grandparents off of that too. Got to stop it. Okay, Daddy Robert. Awesome. You're in. Yes. Next, other ways to prevent this. Hand and leg strength. Thank you, Christine Marie. Very, very important. Leg strength. Studies of twins. This is a really great study. I wish I designed it. Brilliant study. I'm going to give you the name of this study because it's so smart. This is a study on twins and leg strength that prevents Alzheimer's disease. This study, I quoted this in a video. This got me in Newsweek because it's so cool. By the way, who's seen my Newsweek article? They wrote an article and featured me in Newsweek about exercise and reducing the risk of Alzheimer's disease. That link is below my profile if you want to check it out. All right, so this is twins, leg strength, Alzheimer's. Really great title. Kicking back cognitive aging. Isn't that a great sign? Leg power predicts cognitive aging after 10 years in older female twins. Kicking back cognitive aging. Isn't that a good name for a leg strength study? Is that cool? Thank you for all the likes and thumbs up on Instagram. Appreciate you all. All right, so here's the story. They brought these female twins into the laboratory, measured the leg strength. Do you smoke? Do you drink? How much money do you make? What's your stress level? Gave them a brain scan, gave them a memory test. They came back 10 years later. So this is a longitudinal study. And then they measured them again. And they measured their memory and gave them a brain scan. Here's the biggest predictor. Leg strength of the twin, right? So we're helping remove the factor of genetics. Leg strength, the twin with the stronger leg had better memory and had a lower risk of Alzheimer's disease. The twin with stronger legs had a better memory and was less likely to have Alzheimer's disease. That is huge. That is so very, very, very important. So what's the lesson? Don't skip leg day. Go to leg day. Do leg day. Legs are important. Very, very important. Leg strength, not only is it a functional strength, but also is involved in balance. If you have strong legs, you're less likely to fall and stay balanced and so forth. Legs are also a very large muscle group, which helps burn calories. And muscles are a very important. Muscles, think of muscles like an organ in the body. They help consume glucose, and it's very important for metabolism. So strong legs, very, very important. Make sense? Everyone in for leg day? Give me a thumbs up. Give me a like. Give me a roar if you're in. Next, hand strength. You got to grab onto something. So grab onto a railing. Grab onto something in the shower, something in the bathroom. I want you to be safe, right? As you know, bathrooms are very, very dangerous. They're slick, and they're important places where we go every day. So it's really important that you design your bathroom with lots of handrails, and there's lots of stylish ways to do it. You can have someone come in and just put in a handrail near the toilet and in the shower for sure. I like one in the shower because sometimes I work out really hard and then I'll get in the shower and I'm a little lightheaded and I want to make sure that I'm safe. And so, and I'm 40 and I have no problem having a handrail in my shower for safety. I think it's really, really important. Some people are a little embarrassed about it. They're like, oh, I don't want my shower to be a shower of old people. Don't worry about it. Nobody cares. No one going to your bathroom is going to be like, oh, Mary and Susie and John, they're so old. They have a rail in their shower. I don't think any of your friends are going to care. And your children really want you to have it, or vice versa. If you're a child and you have a parent or grandparent, help them make the decision to get those safety bars in the bathroom. It's very, very important. And I like it as someone who stands in the shower. And sometimes, I've worked out really hard and my balance is not always perfect. And so sometimes I like to grab onto something. So make sure you get that done. And hand strength. Make sure hands are exercising. You can work out your hands just regularly as you do your strength training. And And hand strength is really important. Questions. By the way, Instagram, you're killing it on all the likes. I so appreciate it. How can I speak quickly like me? Do I speak too quickly? When I listen to my recordings, I think, my gosh, how do people keep up with this? I guess I speak quickly to keep myself to keep myself paying attention. All right, definitely important. Hi, Gino. How can we calm down the amygdala? Turn off the news, exercise, sleep, practice breathing. Those are some ways to calm down the amygdala. Stephanie, too many elderly people given too much gabapentin slows everything down for them and memory issues. Yeah, thank you. It's important. Thank you, Donna Marie. All right, melodramatics in. Gigi Pups, lots of squats. Start doing squats again. All right, let's get a big roar for Gigi Pups doing the squats again. Squats are so very, very important. Yeah, exercise may be addictive of self-care for sure. Roar from Christine Marie. Yes. Yes on leg day. Absolutely, Amy Shine. Scoop, are there still discount codes for your supplements, Roar and Omium? Yes. So Scoop, right now you can get my Roar Lion's Mane supplement. Buy one, get 3 free. It's the best quality Lion's Mane supplement at the best possible price. Who's got my Lion's Mane supplement? Would you say something about that for Scoop? So Scoop can make a decision. It's the best quality Lion's Mane at the best possible price. It's third party tested. It's GMP certified. Money back guarantee. It's amazing. It's great. Next, the Omium. Yes, use the coupon LOVE15. Make sure you subscribe. Even if you only want to try it, you don't know if you want the subscription, subscribe to save yourself the money. I want you to save the most money possible. So go to getomium.com or click the link below my profile that says Lion's Mane Coffee Replacement, the Lion's Mane Coffee Replacement button below here. And then hit subscribe. That'll take the price down from 50 to 40. So that saves you $10. And then use my coupon LOVE15. That saves you another $6. So definitely do that. Nikki, what's one of the best things I can do for my 10-year-old for her brain? Do not give her a phone. And I'm very, very serious, Nikki. I'm not giving my kids a phone. If you're concerned about her safety, your 10-year-old, boy or girl, or gender neutral, whoever they are, give them an Apple Watch with a tracker if you want to communicate with them, where only you can talk to them. Do not give them a phone. I don't care what their friends do. I don't care how big of a social outcast they are. The phones are destroying the attention span of teenagers. It is awful. Protect your daughter's brain. Protect her dopamine. Phones release so much dopamine with text messages. Don't give her social media or a phone, I would say, until age 18. And I'm very, very serious. Max 16. But I would say until 18. And who gets me on that? Who agrees with me on that? The phones are just killing kids. It's really sad. I'm concerned what's going to happen to productivity when kids who are 16 now are like 22 and 25. They have no attention span. I'm going to be talking to someone on the phone. I'm going to be trying to like book a vacation or talk to customer service, and their brains aren't going to be there. It's going to be really bad. And I'm concerned for them. I'm concerned for their quality of life. Frogs 7. I take magnesium glycinate and threonate. Can you suggest how much is safe? Yes. According to the federal government, the RDA recommended daily allowance is 320 milligrams for women for magnesium, 420 for men. I take approximately 2 to 3 times that. So do whatever you think is right. But 420 for women, 320 for men is the recommended daily allowance. Amy Shine, I've been taking Lion's Mane a few weeks. I really like it. Awesome. I'm guessing that's my Lion's Mane. Congratulations. You take it before bed. I love it too. Yes, Scoop, limit the sugar for sure. Gigi Pups, love your Lion's Mane. Helps me with sleep and anxiety. Awesome. I love it for anxiety. Oh, by the way, did I tell you all about this? So I recently went to an art and music festival called Love Burn, and I actually ran a speaker series for a day on neuroscience and brain health. And when I was building camp, I wanted to do a dopamine day where I would take supplements that increase dopamine. And this can be healthy if it's done in the right way. The challenge is if you increase dopamine too much, it can get jittery and uncomfortable. Who's ever had too much coffee? You feel me on that? And just like little jittery. So here's what I did. I took cup of coffee. And I did this with like 3 friends as well. We were doing a test. So a cup of coffee, 500 milligrams of L-tyrosine, and then I gave them L-theanine to reduce anxiety. It felt amazing. Challenge, I did not bring enough L-theanine to do this again. but I wanted to do it again. And friends kept asking me, hey, how can I do this? So I tried my lion's mane. I tried Roar lion's mane. I said, hey, this reduces anxiety. Let me try this with dopamine, with the L-tyrosine. Amazing. It worked so well. So I took one L-tyrosine, or excuse me, 500 milligrams L-tyrosine, a full dose of this, so 2 pills of this, gave it to 6 friends and myself, and then we went out. We had an amazing night. It was so good. Like, we all felt really good and energized and happy, low stress, great energy. It was awesome. And so I really like that combo. Don't take it at night unless you're going to stay out late. We were staying out late. But during the day, really, really great. And so if you are an adult with ADHD, you might want to try that. So I like lion's mane for ADHD because it improves memory and reduces anxiety. ADHD is associated with anxiety. I can tell you that from personal experience. And L-tyrosine increases dopamine. So this is a lot more gentle and sustainable than pharmaceutical drugs. Pharmaceutical drugs are very, very strong. Adderall is very, very strong. It's a hardcore drug. And I say that very seriously, having taken Adderall for the last 18 years or 19 years. Took it when I was, no, 20 years. I took it when I was 20 in college. Prior to that, I was taking Ritalin. It's a hardcore drug. L-tyrosine, much softer, much safer, much gentler, less negative side effects. And then we take it with this or L-theanine, really reduces the anxiety, feels really good. So I recommend trying that. I mentioned that on a video. Someone's like, I do that and I love it. So that's a really great thing to take if you want to combine lion's mane with something, or you want to combine L-tyrosine with something to improve energy, focus, and attention during the day. It's totally great. So MGD real estate. Cell phones don't drain dopamine. They release dopamine, but they release dopamine in unhealthy ways. They release dopamine through games and through text messages, anticipating text messages. If you want to know how bad cell phones are for dopamine, here's what you do. Check your cell phone first thing in the morning. Check your text messages, check your emails, check your TikTok, check your Facebook. You will find yourself checking messages all day long because you've trained yourself to do that, and you're getting your dopamine fix all day long through your phone. So I actually don't recommend doing this. It's very self-destructive. And kids do this. Most adults do this. I've done this for a period of time. I convinced myself it was important. It's a really, really, really bad idea. So cell phones release dopamine for unhealthy things. And you don't want to do that because that trains you to seek dopamine from your cell phone rather than from healthy pursuit of goals. So really, we should be fascinated by looking at a tree, or spending time in nature, or talking to someone, making eye contact with someone. But really, these things are quite boring when you compare it to the action on your phone, to the violence, to the pornography, to the video games designed by neuroscientists and really smart people to stimulate the brain and keep you addicted to the video game, or text messages, or seeing pictures of your friend on Instagram that Instagram has figured out to send to you to be most stimulating to you. These things are designed to be addictive and be really neurochemically rewarding. Let me say that again. Social media and video games on cell phones have been designed by very smart people to be neurochemically addicting. Now, what happens when you do this for children? They're very powerful and very addicting. There's a great documentary called The Social Dilemma. The Social Dilemma. Who's seen The Social Dilemma? Give me a thumbs up. Give me a comment. Drop something in the chat. The Social Dilemma. If you have a child, if you're a mother, if you're a parent, watch this, please. Please watch this. It's so very, very important. These are insiders from Twitter and from Instagram saying, I used to work there and I saw what we were doing to kids and I stopped. And now I'm telling you because it's really dangerous. You have people very, very high up in very big social media companies saying, this happened. I think this is dangerous. We need to stop this as a society. It's such an important documentary. And so one of the best things we can do for children, I see kids with like cell phones at age 3 poking around on it. That's such a bad idea. And I was in a park. I saw this nanny with the kid. They gave the kid an iPad while they're in the stroller in the park. So the kid's watching TV in the park. Why would you do this? That's terrible. The purpose of going to the park is not just to be outside watching television. The purpose of being in the park is to be outside and be interested in nature. which feels very good for us as a human. I This nanny giving the kid an iPad while they're walking around the park was infuriating. I tried not to feel that strong of an emotion, but I thought, my gosh, this poor kid, this little baby that has no autonomy, no ability to choose what to do for their stimulation. Like, the kid doesn't know that the iPad's bad for them, and it's training this kid to have a low attention span, to seek dopamine release from television or iPads rather than from nature. Really, really bad. So I'm sorry, I don't want to dwell on this too much, but it's really, really important for you to understand how damaging social media is for children, adults as well. Um, Pornography is in the same area. And I support freedom of speech. I support the First Amendment. Kids should not be watching pornography. It's illegal for them to do so, but we let them anyway. And pornography is very addictive and dangerous for adults as well. So, use with caution. And I want you to get your dopamine in healthy ways, from pursuing goals, from listening to music you love, from exercise, from achieving something, from making progress on your goals, and from living a good life. And so please do that rather than seeking it through external sources. Yes, what was the Netflix? It's called The Social Dilemma. All right, so here's what we've talked about so far. We talked about falls, how to prevent falls. We're not doing our cell phones while walking anymore. That's very dangerous. And then we're not standing on stools, reaching up for things in our homes. That's very dangerous. We're making sure we're doing leg exercises. We're doing strengthening exercises. And we're protecting our kids from cell phones and from social media. Really, really, really important. Okay, let's see what we got here. Yeah, that movie terrified me. Avalikins, yes, totally. It was really, really scary. Yes, Julie, TikTok is addictive, which is why I recommend watching my stuff on TikTok, because it's educational. And by the way, I want to commend all of you for being here, learning about health and wellness and neuroscience and how to prevent Alzheimer's disease and how to live a healthier life, and for supporting and loving each other in the comments. This is a great place to be. I know we got here through TikTok and Instagram and YouTube and these social media networks, and they're a great platform to connect people. And so I think we're using this in the healthiest way possible to build community, to meet new people, to strengthen relationships, to support and love each other, and to learn and share valuable information. By the way, I learn a lot from you. A lot of you have asked really good questions that have taken us down rabbit holes that have helped me, like learning about the association between aluminum and Alzheimer's disease. I didn't think there was one. You kept asking me about it. I found out there was one, so I learned something there. We learned about black seed oil. I didn't know much about it, but you kept asking, and I learned about black seed oil helps with weight loss and reduces inflammation, all kinds of benefits of that. So I'm really learning a lot from you as well. And so this is really just a wonderful relationship. And so I believe the Lion's Den, whether you're on TikTok or Instagram or on YouTube, the Lion's Den is just a great use of social media, because it builds community and connection, which feels really good. It's learning, and I guess it's entertaining. I think it's somewhat entertaining. I enjoy myself. I hope you enjoy being here, and it's just a great way to spend an evening in a really healthy, positive way. User 1407, Patricia, love your work. TTFN, I've got to go meditate. Awesome. What are the best supplements for bone health? Great question. So supplements for bone health, magnesium, number one. Magnesium, so very, very important. Magnesium is necessary to draw in calcium to the bones. So calcium without magnesium is not helpful. Make sure you have magnesium. Next, vitamin D. Also is K2. Vitamin K2, also important for bone health. And then calcium is important as well. Most of us have enough calcium. We have plenty of calcium in our diet, actually. Most people do in America. Wow, was I slouching that much? Yikes. All right, so this is me sitting up straight. Let me adjust this here. There we are. Let me move that up a little bit. All right. Sorry, I had bad posture there. All right. In case anyone else is sitting in bad posture, please sit up, shrug your shoulders, give a yawn if you like, give a deep breath, and exhale with a sigh. Ooh, that feels nice. All right. Good posture, improves energy, aligns the spine, all kinds of good stuff. Okay. So again, supplements for bone health. We have magnesium. I recommend magnesium glycinate or biglycinate or bisglycinate. They're all the same thing. 420 milligrams a day for men, 320 for women. According to the USDA, United States Department of Agriculture, I think it's 70% of Americans do not eat enough magnesium-rich foods, which means 70% of you, if you're not supplementing magnesium, are not getting enough magnesium. Therefore, magnesium supplements are likely going to be beneficial for approximately 70% of people in the United States. I don't know what the data are for people in other countries. If your government in another country subsidizes organic foods, which is a really smart thing to do, it's probably less. I think someone it wasn't Australia, it was New Zealand. Someone from New Zealand said that their government subsidizes organic food to promote great health. That's a really smart idea. Unfortunately, in the United States, we subsidize high fructose corn syrup, which causes poor health. In fact, I would argue high fructose corn syrup kills people over time. One donut with high fructose corn syrup doesn't kill someone on the spot, but high fructose corn syrup in the diet throughout a lifetime shortens lifespan significantly and decreases quality of life, increases the risk for diabetes, heart disease, Alzheimer's disease, pretty much every chronic disease. And that's the food we subsidize in the United States for now. Hopefully that will change. So magnesium, you want to take a magnesium supplement. You want to take a vitamin D supplement, especially in the winter, and vitamin K2. And then you don't need to take a calcium supplement. You probably get enough calcium. So those are the supplements necessary and important for healthy bones. Cynthia, yeah, kids playing outside is really important. One of the best things kids can do for growth and development. I got this from Jordan Peterson, famous psychologist. He shared the kids playing in unstructured play with themselves. It teaches communication, it teaches negotiation, it teaches creativity. So playing outside for kids is really, really important. Great question, Andy. Can you take magnesium and calcium together? I recommend not. Here's why. Magnesium and calcium compete for absorption. So if you take calcium with your magnesium, you're going to absorb less magnesium. And so I don't like supplements that contain both magnesium and calcium because that's counterproductive. And so if you need to take a calcium supplement, if your doctor says you're low on calcium and you need to take it separately from magnesium. That's why I like to take magnesium on an empty stomach. That way there's no calcium to inhibit absorption. Make sense? Give me a roar if that makes sense. By the way, I have some magnesium drops in my water. They're from Trace Minerals. They are great. Yeah, K2 is great, Wiki. Vitamin K is one of the fat-soluble vitamins. It's very important. I recommend D3, even if you do get plenty of sun. It's just a good idea to supplement to make sure you get enough. It's not that expensive. If you live in Miami Beach, like I do, I'm not there right now, but I do, you might not need it. To get enough sunshine, if you're light-skinned, it's approximately 20 to 30 minutes of full sun between 10 a.m. and 2 p.m., basically in very, very little clothing. And that's about 3 to 5 times a week, probably 3 times a week. So 30 minutes a day of full skin exposure. Try not to get caught naked by your neighbors. That might not be good. Now, if you're darker skinned, you need more sun exposure. So the research shows, I don't remember these numbers exactly. I think it's 30% of white Americans and 70% of Black Americans are deficient in vitamin D. I think that's approximately right. And so if you're darker skinned, a vitamin D supplement is probably even more important for you because you need a lot more sunshine to get enough vitamin D. And because we live indoors, most of us are indoors most of the time, we just have a lot less sun exposure than our ancestors did. So supplementing vitamin D is often beneficial for most people because we don't get enough as a species, especially in a first world country. If you're in a third world country and you live outside, you probably get plenty of sunshine, is my guess. And according to research from San Diego State, the maximum amount of vitamin D that's healthy to supplement is 10,000 IU a day. And so 5,000 IU is safe for most adults for sure. Please check with your medical doctor before taking any supplements, but that's a good dose. 10,000 IU might be helpful in the winter, or if you have if you're sick, vitamin D also very important for immune health. Got a lot of questions here. The M cell, roar to you. Bunch of roars here. Awesome. Just joined my new TikTok. Oh, awesome. Thank you for reminding me. So I got a new TikTok channel. Please join and follow the channel so I can start doing more interviews on TikTok. The new channel is called Robert WB Love _guest. So it's just search this name, Robert WB Love, and then look for the one that says _guest. It's got like 80 or 100 followers. Please, please, please follow. Do it now if you can. And then once it gets 1,000 followers, I can interview people on that. So that'll be really cool. So please follow that channel, Robert WB Love _guest. Thank you for doing that, TRD. I so appreciate you. So Mac Attack, magnesium oxide and citrate suck. They're not good. They're good if you want to poop your pants. They're good if you want disaster pants. They're cheap. They don't get absorbed well. They can upset the stomach and they can cause disaster pants. So those, no bueno. That's really great Spanish, right? Those are no bueno. So you want magnesium glycinate. It's very inexpensive. Magnesium citrate and oxide are even cheaper. They're basically garbage. I don't recommend those unless you are constipated, in which case they can help you poop. Yeah, magnesium glycinate or bisglycinate. They're the same thing. Cyrus Kid. Krista, please tell me how to bring down my LDL. So that's cholesterol. So how to reduce cholesterol. Who's got an idea for Krista on how to reduce cholesterol? I love doing this because y'all have such great answers. So how can someone reduce cholesterol? Let's see what questions you have. Is there a link to click in your live feed here to join your new feed? There is not. Just search Robert WB Love guest or _guest. Robert. Once you had a guest who helped Epstein-Barr. Oh yeah, that's Dr. Shannon. She's great. All right, here's how to help cholesterol. We got increased veggies. We got exercise. We got fish oil. We got exercise and good fats. We got fiber. Julie just joined. All right. Whole food, plant-based to lower LDL. Absolutely. I don't know if beet juice is good for dementia. I'll look that up a little bit. Apple cider. Yeah, apple cider vinegar plus water can help decrease hunger, and that can help. Hi, Jamal. Great to have you back. Welcome. Angeliquin. I thought cholesterol was good. Cholesterol in the blood. Most people have high cholesterol in the blood. Cholesterol in food is not bad. So cholesterol in eggs is not bad, but cholesterol in your blood is. Do I have a book? I have an ebook that I recently wrote on supplements and one on I have a recipe book that recently came out, Cyrus Kid. Both of those are available for free under my link if you'd like them. Sandila, green veggies, exercise, green tea, no junk food. Yeah, those are all great. So Krista, are you taking notes here? Krista, I hope you're here taking notes. These are great ideas from your fellow evolving lions. What else? Other ideas. So basically, I would like you to work on this with lifestyle. Reduce the foods that can increase cholesterol. Reduce the sugars, reduce the processed fats like the seed oils, canola oil, sunflower oil, safflower oil, vegetable oil. Vegetable oil is just awful. Rapeseed oil, which is also known as canola oil. Yeah, reduce your sugar, reduce your alcohol, cut the smoking if you smoke, reduce your stress, get some exercise you enjoy, eat lots of fiber, eat lots of vegetables. If you want it really fast, go a whole food plant-based diet, which means basically it's a vegan diet, but it's a healthy vegan diet. Not vegan does not equal healthy. You want a whole foods diet where you're eating basically vegetables and fruits and then foods that our ancestors ate. So basically it's like a paleo vegan. So you're not eating refined oils, for example. You could eat olive oil, but I mean, like, canola oil or vegetable oil is vegan and it's terrible for you. So, and I say this with great respect to vegans. One of my best friends is a vegan. I've learned a lot from him with food. Vegan does not equal healthy, just like Keto does not necessarily equal healthy. You can do keto in a healthy way. You can do keto in an unhealthy way. Same thing with vegan. In order for either to be healthy, it should be a whole foods diet, which means you're eating, you're eating an apple or you're eating celery. You're not eating, packaged food, for example. So if you go on a whole foods plant-based diet, Krista or Christine, I'm sorry, I don't remember your name, um, that will greatly reduce cholesterol very quickly. All right, are you still here? Would you let me know what you learned? I'd love to see what you're up to. These are great answers, by the way. I love that you all are answering this. Yeah, cardio, one soldier mom, absolutely. 820. If I had to set one clean eating goal to start out with, what's the first thing I could cut out? Fried food. I was on my way back from the airport yesterday, late night, and I was trying to get home to be here with you in the Lions Den. And I asked my Uber driver, I said, what do you do? He said, well, I drive Uber part-time, but I run a restaurant. I said, great. What kind of restaurant? He said, fried chicken. I was like, no. I was like, how's business? He said, it's really slow right now. I said, it's probably going to be slow because fried chicken's terrible for you. And he said, no, we change the oil every 4 days. Our oil's very clean. I said, well, do you use canola oil? Yes. I said, sir, canola oil is very bad for you. He said, really? Yes. Canola oil is very, very, very bad for you. You don't want to eat it. By the way, many restaurants will put canola oil in their olive oil. So tell them you have an extreme negative reaction to canola oil. Make sure they're not cooking your food in canola oil. Be very clear with the waiter. Dave Asprey, who created Bulletproof Coffee, he says he goes into a restaurant and says, look, if you give me any canola oil, I'm going to have like a major allergic reaction. I'm going to die right here in this restaurant. So don't give me any, or you're going to have a corpse on the table. And so he just scares the crap out of all the waiters, so they don't get any canola oil. And by the way, Dr. David Perlmutter does this, which I think is brilliant. He brings his own olive oil to restaurants. He wants to make sure they're not giving him any canola oil. According to the law, this is really stupid. According to the law, a restaurant can give you olive oil and it can be 49% canola oil. As long as it's over 50% olive oil, it might even be 50.1%. But let's say over 50% olive oil, they can call it olive oil, even though there's canola oil in it. Who thinks that's messed up? I think that's deceptive, right? Why can I, if this is half water, half orange juice, can I give this to you and say this is water or say this is orange juice? No, it's neither. It's both, right? I have to say it's both. I can't just say it's one or the other. And so this idea of calling canola oil plus olive oil, calling that olive oil is very deceptive. And so he avoids that by bringing his own olive oil. So when he travels, I've done this too. I got this from him when I went to Seattle. As soon as I landed, I bought a bottle of olive oil and I brought that with me. Like I brought that in my backpack. I was at a seminar and like we're at lunch and I'm putting olive oil on my salad. So you want to avoid canola oil. And so I'm talking to this person who's running this fried chicken restaurant, back to the Uber driver. I said, listen, sir, people want to be healthy. And so you don't want to serve fried chicken. Your restaurant will not be around in 10 years. I don't recommend you start a restaurant where in 10 years, people aren't going to shop there. I recommend you start a restaurant that serves healthy food. And so fried foods are the absolute worst. According to Dave Asprey, I've not verified this otherwise, but according to Dave Asprey, a French fry will cause inflammation for approximately 12 to 24 hours. So eating fried food like a French fry will cause inflammation for 12 or 24 hours. Fried food is really, really bad from restaurants because they reheat the oil over and over and over again. This person said, I replace the oil every 4 days. He said, that's very clean. Every 4 days. Let me ask you, would you in your kitchen put oil in a pan, heat it and let it cool down, heat it and let it cool down, heat it and let it cool down, do that for 4 days? Would you do that? And so meanwhile, this whole time they're dropping more and more food into the fryer and little bits are getting stuck in there. And so little bits of old oil are getting stuck in the fryer and they're in the oil and they're constantly being refried. It's really, really bad. So this oil that's constantly that's heated all day while the fryers are on and then cools down up and down, it's really, really bad. And he thinks it's good. And maybe according to the industry, it is good. Maybe most places use their oil for a week. I don't know. So fried food increases inflammation for approximately, we'll say 12 hours. A cigarette will increase inflammation for, I think, about 3 hours. So if someone offers you a French fry or a cigarette, you're actually healthier taking the cigarette. Now, I'm not advocating smoking. Please don't smoke. If you do smoke, please quit. It's the best thing you can do for your health. And french fries are actually more dangerous for your health than smoking. It's really, really bad. So if I could cut out one thing, it would be fried food. The next would probably be sugar. Sugar is just everywhere. It's very, very addictive, and it's no bueno. It increases inflammation. It's bad for the brain. It destabilizes the emotions. I had an experience, I think it was within the last month, where I ate a bunch of dates which had sugar in them. And then I just lost my cool with my mother. I'm like, why am I so mad? Why did I just get so excited? Oh, I just ate a bunch of sugar and my blood sugar is high. And that's like destabilizing for the emotions. Dr. Georgia Eady, who's in the documentary Fat, great doctor. She's a psychiatrist. She treats mental disorders with the ketogenic diet. She says high sugar diets are emotionally destabilizing. High sugar diets are emotionally destabilizing. So if you want to be emotionally stable, I highly recommend not eating sugar, because that will destabilize you. I mean, give it a try. I mean, eat a bunch of sugar, see how you feel. I noticed it like very quickly. It's like, oh my gosh, I have a lot less emotional regulation eating sugar like this. By the way, I want to check with my friends here on Instagram. You're a little bit off to the side. How is this viewing experience for you? Is it okay? Do you want me to move you more towards center? How is this for you? Please let me know in the chat, because I want to make sure that you're having a good experience. All right, let's see what we got here. So Luke, great question. I think inflammation buzzword is obfuscating a little bit. There's good and bad. Generally speaking, so inflammation from a cut, if I get cut and there's inflammation there, that's good, because that's part of the immune response. Um, if you bang your knee against the table and get some swelling, then inflammation is part of the immune response. The challenge is that because of our artificial food and our artificial lifestyle and our stressful lifestyle, where we're watching news that's very scary, and we're breathing toxic chemicals if we're in the city, all these things create inflammation in our body, which is part of the immune response. And chronic inflammation is very, very bad. Most of us have chronic inflammation that's hurting our mitochondria, which are the energy cells or energy packs inside of our cells. And they're causing oxidative stress and damage inside the body. Most of us have too much inflammation, and it's increasing our risk for chronic disease. And very little inflammation in our body that's natural is good, because I mean, how often are you getting swelling, and how often are you getting cuts? Most of us eat food that increases inflammation every day. It's really bad. Yes, One Soldier Mom, artificial sweeteners are horrible. I agree. How to stop eating sugar? Great question, user 706. Who's got some answers? How to stop eating sugar? I love monk fruit, by the way. Well, hello, Roxalyn from Singapore. High cholesterol remedy. We just did that, Gupri Singh. We talked about a whole foods plant-based diet. We talked about reducing sugar, increasing exercise, reducing stress, and getting good sleep. Okay, here's some answers for not doing sugar. We got cold turkey. We got use raw honey. We got Karina said, don't keep sugary foods at home. Yes, that's probably the biggest one. Get the sugar out of the home. Get off of soda. Absolutely. Try LaCroix. Get some monk fruit sugar. Delicious. Cold effing turkey. Stop the sugar. Absolutely. Cold turkey can take a couple of weeks. By the way, most of us, when we eat sugar, we recruit gut bacteria that like sugar. And so our body will crave sugar. Your gut bacteria actually control you. My gut bacteria control me. That's how the system works. I didn't design it. As Andrew Huberman says, I was not consulted in the design phase. This is what we got. So our gut buddies, our gut bacteria, for good and for bad, control our cravings. If you regularly eat sugar, like most people do, you have gut bacteria that like sugar. They're going to be mad when they don't get sugar. So they're going to cause you to crave sugar. It will take a little while of not eating sugar to get them out of your body and recruit the gut bacteria that want you to eat celery and broccoli. My body craves broccoli. It took a while to get there. It took a while of not eating sugar, not eating bad fats, eating lots of vegetables over time. And now my body loves vegetables. I crave vegetables. I don't crave sugar. I look at sugar now. I'm like, ew, it looks gross because I know that's not going to feel good in my body. And there's no gut bacteria in my body releasing dopamine when I see sugar. Does that make sense? So your gut bacteria are very smart. They know when you see sugar, that's somehow communicating to them, "Ooh, eat that," because we want that. Your gut bacteria that like sugar tell you to eat it. In fact, I think it's 90% of your serotonin and over 50% of your dopamine are either released or secreted by your gut bacteria. At least they control it. They control a large portion of those neurotransmitters. So if half your dopamine is controlled by your gut bacteria are really involved in your cravings. Does that make sense so far? Let me know if you have any questions about that. And so when you see these high sugar foods and you get that craving, which is basically hit a dopamine saying, "Ooh, pursue that." That's often your gut bacteria saying, "Yeah, get that because I want that." Once you remove those gut bacteria from your body, you stop getting those cravings. So over time, it becomes a lot easier to resist sugar because you got to swap out your gut bacteria. Let me know if that makes sense. Let me know if you have any questions about that. It's a complex idea. Not a whole lot of people are talking about it, but it's really, really important to get that over time you get rid of the gut bacteria that crave sugar, that crave dairy, and then you just feel a whole lot healthier. Eating fruit does not make you crave refined sugar, but try to not eat super sugary fruit like grapes, um, and try to eat organic. Um, our apples are getting super duper sweet. They've been crossbred for sweetness. It's really bad. Uh, what was the book? It's by Bill Bryson. It's called, I think it's called The Body by Bill Bryson. He said that we've been crossbreeding fruit for sweetness. So at the time of William Shakespeare, he believes that an apple then was about as sweet as a carrot is today. So imagine if you ate an apple and it tasted as sweet as a carrot. Carrots are actually very sweet if you are sensitive to sugar. If you stop eating refined sugar, you will notice how sweet apples are, or how sweet um, carrots are. And so, um, over the last 500 years, we've been crossbreeding apples to be super duper sweet. And so they're way sweeter than a carrot. And so, um, once you stop eating refined sugar, you'll actually taste how sweet fruit is. But I definitely recommend not eating grapes, generally speaking, because there's so much sugar in them. Is it okay to eat dates as a sugar sub? Yes, love dates, but try to eat nuts with them because dates are pretty high in sugar, even though they do have fiber. So whenever I eat dates, to the best of my ability, I eat a handful of walnuts or almonds to slow down the absorption of sugar. This is another great way to increase satisfaction or satiation or satiety. Those are all interchangeable words. Um, by increasing fiber. So when you increase fiber, you feel more full and you feel satisfied. One problem with high sugar foods like donuts is that they lack fiber, and so you eat this puffy cake filled with sugar, and then you want more because you don't feel full. But if you eat a handful of nuts and dates, you get sugar and you get protein, you get fat, and that fiber slows down the absorption and doesn't spike your glucose and insulin as high. This is one reason why soda is so very, very dangerous and damaging. Soda has zero fiber and a ton of sugar and a ton of calories and absorbs very, very quickly. And so, if you drink a soda with nothing in your stomach, that's really dangerous. If you're going to drink a soda, I don't recommend this, but if you're going to drink a soda, please eat food before drinking it to slow down the absorption. Because if you drink it on an empty stomach, what happens is your body absorbs that sugar very quickly. And then your sugar skyrockets and your insulin skyrockets because your body's trying to lower your blood sugar. It's really important to lower your blood sugar because high blood sugar is dangerous. Let me say that again. High blood sugar is dangerous. High blood sugar can cause the failure of organs. It can hurt the brain, it can hurt your organs. People with type 1 diabetes could not bring down their blood sugar levels and they died. They flat out died. And so you must lower your blood sugar or you die. It's that simple. So your body secretes your pancreas releases a bunch of insulin to try to absorb the sugar, but you can't absorb it all because it's very difficult to absorb all the sugar from a soda because it's so much and it's so quick. So what happens? Your body then stores that sugar as fat, right? So this is one problem with the calories in, calories out hypothesis. It's the body does not follow the laws of thermodynamics. So 500 calories from eating walnuts is going to store a different amount of fat than 500 calories from soda on an empty stomach, because the walnuts are going to absorb more slowly, and those calories are nutritious, and those can be used by the body as energy. The sugar from the soda, it's very difficult to use that for energy. It's going to be stored as fat because the body's got to regulate the blood sugar, because otherwise you'll die. High blood sugar is dangerous. And so this is why it's so very, very important. If you're going to drink soda, I recommend not, but if you're going to drink soda, eat something beforehand, something fibrous. I mean, have a stick of celery, right? That would help absorb. That would help slow down the absorption of the sugar. Have a handful of nuts. Have anything to slow down the absorption. Hey, I got a hat. Thank you, the M cell. Does that make sense? Give me a roar if that makes sense, right? I want you to really get this. The calories in, calories out hypothesis is not correct. It was simple so that people got it, and there is some truth. If you eat more calories, yeah, you probably have to do more exercise to lose the weight, right? But calories are not the same. Calories from walnuts are different than calories from soda, right? And so it's really important to understand it's very, very dangerous to eat high sugar foods with very little fiber. Oracle, I eat dates with Trader Joe's peanut butter on walnut with a walnut on it. Tastes like a Snickers. That sounds delicious. Try doing walnut butter or almond butter instead of peanut butter. That's even healthier for you. Yeah, it's not worth drinking a soda. I agree, Soda Mom. I agree, Soldier Mom. Not had soda in 30 years. Big roar to you. Jenny, if coffee makes you jittery, I recommend trying try decaf. You'll still get some of the benefits of coffee. Okay. Stephanie understands. One Soldier Mom gets it. Kelly gets it. Carol gets it. Speak on probiotics. Rochelle, don't you want to ask me nicely? Dear Robert, it'd be so nice if you would educate us on probiotics. I'm just hassling you, Rochelle. Jamal. Okay, that's not for me. One Soldier Mom. How about sunflower butter? I don't recommend sunflower oil, which sunflower butter has. So for butters, I like almond butter and walnut butter. Hi from Australia. Hello. What coffee benefits? Many things. I love you too, Rochelle. Thank you. Hey, Mike. There's 3 mics. Do you take MSM? I do not. Yeah, let me answer you, Green Forest Fox, and then we'll talk about coffee benefits. Well, here, let me ask this. What would you all rather do? Would you rather have me talk about peanut butter, whether or not peanut butter is good or bad for you, or the benefits of coffee? Please vote below. And Instagram, you can vote as well. Only 2 people on Instagram. I wonder, do I need to put you more in the center here? I don't know how to do this so people aren't upset here. There, is that better? Maybe. All right. It's really weird seeing like 3 of me. All right. So here's what we got. Let me read your responses here. We got Rochelle pitching the probiotics again. We got peanut butter. We got, oh my gosh, a lot of you voted. We got ghee, which I did not ask for. JN, breaking the rules. We got Jocelyn. We got coffee. Peanut butter. Probiotics. Peanut butter. Coffee. Peanut butter. Coffee. Both. Coffee. Vitamin supplements. Am I saying no to drugs? I don't know what you're saying, Briggle. Peanut butter, coffee. I think coffee wins. We'll do coffee, and then we'll see what's next. We'll do coffee, and then we'll see coffee or probiotics. Okay. So Here are some of the benefits of coffee. Number one, coffee is the richest, not the richest, coffee is the most abundant source of polyphenols in the human diet. Polyphenols are plant nutrients. These are identified by the bright colors in plants. This is the dark in coffee. This is the green in green tea. This is the orange in curcumin. This is the red in strawberries, the blue in blueberries, the dark in black rice. Who likes black rice? Amazing. So these dark colors, our eyes are attracted to them. I think this is what evolutionary psychologists and biologists believe. Many of them believe is that these colors were meant to attract us because they're so healthy for us. So you want polyphenols. These are plant nutrients. They're really good for our gut bacteria. What's good for your gut is good for your brain. Say it with me, people. What's good for the gut is good for the brain. So you want plant nutrients, which are called polyphenols. Coffee is the richest source of polyphenols for humans because it has lots of them, and a lot of humans drink it. By the way, the most consumed drugs on planet Earth are, in order, number one, caffeine, mostly from coffee and then tea. Number two, alcohol. Number three, nicotine. Number four, cannabis or marijuana. Those are the most four consumed drugs. And caffeine's number one, mostly through coffee. So that's one benefit of coffee is the phytonutrients or the polyphenols. You get that in both regular and decaf coffee. Make sure you get organic coffee because coffee is one of the most pesticided crops in the United States and around the world. Make sure organic coffee. You don't want coffee sprayed with pesticides. All right. Please make the investment. Hi, Karina. Welcome. So great to see you. Thank you. It's a nice little blue sweater. I had this since college. So coffee. How much coffee daily? I think max 4 cups is a good amount. I actually do better drinking less than that. I do better around 2. Is Trader Joe's organic? One Soldier Mom. Make sure it's organic. Very, very important because you want to avoid the pesticides in non-organic coffee. My favorite coffee is Via Guatemala. I like the Mayan Warrior coffee by them. It is expensive. You can save $5 with my coupon LOVE5, but it's made by a small farm in Guatemala, and it's organic, it's mold free, and it's awesome. And I really like the owner. It's female minority owned, and she wants to start an orphanage. Anyway, so that's Via Guatemala coffee. I don't know if they're technically a sponsor of the show. I don't get any money from them, but they do send me coffee. So we'll say they're a sponsor of the show. Yes, Via Guatemala. Exactly, Lizzie. And I like the Mayan Warrior coffee. Next. So is Black Rifle organic? One Soldier Mom. It's really, really important to get organic coffee. Next, another benefit of coffee is the caffeine. Why is caffeine so good for the brain? Number one, it increases alertness and reduces fatigue. It does this by blocking something called adenosine. Adenosine builds up the longer we're awake, and so and then it helps. It helps us go to sleep. It causes fatigue. So by blocking adenosine, it basically clears adenosine and makes us more alert. Next, caffeine increases dopamine sensitivity. It does not directly increase dopamine. It increases dopamine sensitivity by increasing the density of dopamine receptors. This is really important because drinking coffee on a regular basis reduces the risk of Parkinson's disease by 15%. Imagine that. Drinking coffee reduces the risk of Parkinson's disease. Parkinson's disease is associated with a lack of dopamine or lack of dopamine activity. And so coffee or caffeine helps prevent that. So increasing dopamine sensitivity is really good. And then caffeine also improves memory and attention with adrenaline. So adrenaline is actually very important in memory. Lastly, this one's very cool. Coffee. And a lot of people get upset at me, or they did get upset at me when I talked about the benefits of coffee. Yes, Andy, I'll talk about that. Milk and coffee in just a moment. Coffee temporarily increases blood pressure. It does this because it's a vasoconstrictor. So imagine this is your blood vessel. Imagine your blood vessel is like a hose. This is your blood vessel. Coffee does this to it. It shrinks it. So now you got this. So what happens if you have an amount of water in a blood vessel in a tube like this, and it goes like this? It increases the pressure. So coffee temporarily increases blood pressure by constricting blood vessels. But That happens for like 1 to 2 hours. Afterwards, it relaxes. So my theory, and so what we find, short term, it increases blood pressure. But if you only have after you stop drinking coffee for the day, people actually have lower blood pressure, and people who drink coffee actually have a lower risk of stroke. People who drink coffee have a lower risk of stroke. Isn't that cool? My theory, and I recently ran this by a medical doctor who was at this event that I was just at this weekend. I said, "Doctor, here's my theory. What do you think?" She said, "Oh yeah, that totally checks out." So my theory is that coffee exercises the blood vessel, right? So coffee causes it to constrict like this, and then it goes like this. And so by doing that, and by exercising the blood vessel, it might make them stronger, and therefore overall reduce blood pressure and reduce the risk of stroke. So short term, coffee increases blood pressure. Long term, as in like later that day or just overall in your life, drinking coffee regularly decreases blood pressure and decreases the risk of stroke. So it improves heart health. So those are some of the benefits of coffee. Let's give a big Lion's Den welcome and big roar to coffee. Let me see your love in the chat for coffee. The stuff is great. Plus, some people like the taste, and it's legal drugs. Great stuff. Okay. Now, some people asked about, actually, one person asked about coffee and milk. This is I actually got into a little bit of debate with Max Lugavere, best-selling author. I really like him. He's like, dude, your video doesn't make sense about dairy and coffee. I disagree. He was right. I said milk or dairy causes inflammation in most people. I was wrong about that. It does not. It does cause inflammation in people who are lactose intolerant. That means they don't have the enzyme to break down lactose. Lactose is a sugar in milk, in cow dairy. I did say legal, Rochelle. I said coffee is a legal drug, and so I'll give people coffee. I'm like, hey, do you want some legal drugs? And I'll give people coffee. Caffeine's a drug. It's important. It's important just to not call illegal drugs drugs. Caffeine's a drug. Alcohol is a drug. Nicotine's a drug. I would say sugar might be a drug because sugar definitely affects the way that we think and feel. Anyway, so dairy. Why? Who knows? Why do we not want dairy in coffee? Why do we simply not want to put dairy in coffee? I would say basically never. Who's got the answer? Milk and dairy dampens the spleen in Chinese medicine. I didn't know that. Going Scotty, does anything that alters brain chemistry be a drug? Really good question. If it's a noticeable change, yes. I would argue yes. Yes, Andy's got it. Great job, Andy. Let's give a big roar for Andy. Her answer is blocking absorption of polyphenols. So research shows that the protein in dairy, specifically the casein, and I believe the whey as well, these are the two proteins in cow dairy. They block or reduce the absorption of polyphenols by binding to the polyphenols. So if you add milk to your coffee, it reduces the absorption of the polyphenols by 3x, or it cuts them down to a third, however you want to do the math. So let's say there's 100 units of polyphenols in a cup of coffee. If you add milk to it, you only absorb 33 of those units. Does that make sense? So it greatly reduces the absorption of polyphenols by binding to them. That's a problem because polyphenols are so good for you and coffee's rich in them. And so this is like, it's like taking activated charcoal before eating broccoli. So activated charcoal, imagine that binds to things and then you poop them out, right? So it's good to take activated charcoal before drinking alcohol or eating a bunch of sugar, because that activated charcoal will bind to the bad alcohol or the unhealthy sugar, and you poop it out. But if you do that before broccoli, you're eating healthy food and then you don't absorb it. So milk dairy or cow dairy does the same thing. Those proteins bind to the polyphenols and you can't absorb them. That's no bueno. You want to absorb those polyphenols. Those are great for you. Great for your gut bacteria, great for your brain. What's good for your gut is good for your brain. So that's a problem with dairy, is the protein in it. So I recommend not doing that. Some people are like, well, I just like the taste and I drink coffee for the taste. Fine. If you don't want the maximum health benefits of coffee, fine. Add dairy to your milk, or add dairy to your coffee if that's what you want to do, but you're reducing the health benefits of the coffee. Interestingly, dairy also blocks the absorption of other polyphenols. So blueberries are rich in polyphenols. If you drink milk when eating blueberries, you absorb less of those polyphenols. I think that's a really bad idea. Why eat healthy food if you're just going to reduce the absorption of those healthy nutrients? So I highly recommend not consuming dairy or casein protein with polyphenols. Does all that make sense? Give me a roar if that makes sense. Yeah, butter and coffee is better, especially grass-fed butter. There's very little protein in that. Excellent. Excellent, Pat. I'm glad you get it. Yeah, so other alternatives. Almond milk works. I like MCT oil. MCT oil stands for medium chain triglyceride oil. I'll show you my favorite one in a minute. Medium chain triglyceride oil. It's basically coconut oil on steroids. What happens is your liver will turn MCT oil into ketone bodies, and that gets to the brain as a source of really powerful energy. And so MCT oil delivers a lot of energy to the brain. My favorite brand of MCT oil is this one, Nature's Way. I'm not sponsored by them. Nature's Way. Nature's Way. I get this on Amazon. Really great stuff. This is like $20. You can also get, so make sure you get organic MCT oil made from coconuts. Please don't get palm oil. Palm oil is not sustainable for the environment. They actually cut down healthy rainforests and healthy trees to plant palm oil to get carbon credits, which is really dumb. You know, it's backwards incentives. Please don't buy any palm oil. It's just bad for the environment. It's not that they're super unhealthy. It's just bad for the environment. It's no bueno. All right. Today seems to be the no bueno show. That's like the fourth time I've said it. So other alternatives are MCT oil, grass-fed butter. Make sure you blend them. It's really important to blend the oil. Otherwise, the oil just sits on top and it doesn't taste good. So blend it. You get this really creamy, delicious coffee. You can also have it while fasting. That's great. Now, if you add almond milk or coconut milk, that doesn't reduce the absorption of the polyphenols, but it will break your fast. So you can have coffee with MCT oil and or grass-fed butter. That won't break your fast. Fat does not break your fast. What breaks your fast, metabolically speaking, and I got this from Dave Asprey, are two things. Number one, sugar. Sugar spikes insulin, that breaks the fast. Number two, protein. Protein spikes mTOR, stands for mammalian target of rapamycin or mechanistic target of rapamycin, depending on who you talk to. That also breaks a fast. So if you're not eating sugar or protein, it won't break your fast. If you're just taking fat, that does not break your fast. So some MCT oil, half a tablespoon to a tablespoon. Make sure it goes slowly. If you have too much, you can get disaster pants. I've had that before. I've been ambitious with my MCT oil. Sent me running to the bathroom. It was a bad deal. So I recommend going slowly with that. So what you want to do, so if you want to if you must add a milk, try almond milk or coconut milk. Twisted Sister, how much powdered lion's mane should I take? I recommend taking my lion's mane supplement because it's the best quality lion's mane at the best possible price, and it's a pill. Some people get stomach aches from powdered lion's mane. This stuff's awesome. You get it at roarlionsmane.com or click the link below my profile. Right now, it's buy one, get 3 free. It's a crazy awesome deal. If you find a better lion's mane at a better price, I'll pay you $100. So give that a try, Twisted Sister. It's so very, very good. And I bet it's better than any lion's mane powder you will try. Too pretty for you. Too pretty for, oh, I get it. Too pretty for you. Very good. Wouldn't that put you in a keto long enough? I don't know your exact question. I would say it can put you in ketosis or keep you in ketosis. Yes, grass-fed butter with coffee. So very good, ultraviolet. I don't know what's in non-Very Creamer, Stephanie Bad. I hope you're good. I would say you're good, Stephanie Bad. I don't know if Bad's your last name, if you're just being cute with your handle. So I would avoid non-dairy creamer. I don't know what's in it. It's probably kind of artificial. Try coconut oil or MCT oil or grass-fed butter. Blend that in your coffee. It tastes delicious. Add something healthier to coffee. By the way, coffee, you can also add healthy spices like Ceylon cinnamon or curcumin. You can add Om Yum coffee replacement, which is one of my favorite lion's mane coffee replacements. There's a link to that below my profile. It's so very, very good. You can add cacao powder, get all kinds of healthy, delicious things to your coffee. I wouldn't bother with non-dairy coffee creamer because it's not good for you, and I don't know what's in it. Is avocado good for your brain? It can be. My oh, hi Goofy 11,000. Good to see you. Um, my blood type doesn't do well with avocados, and I've just cut those out, and I just feel better. Avocados are a source of healthy fat. Healthy fats are good for your brain. Jose Manuel, what is the best way to take your supplement? I take my lion's mane supplement 1 hour before bed. I'll also take it during learning. So I'm going to a conference March 6th. I'm taking lion's mane at the start of the day. I'm going to remember this. Take lion's mane. That can help improve memory as well. I can also take it when feeling stress and anxiety. And I also took this when I was taking a supplement that increases dopamine, which can cause jitteriness and a little anxiety. This greatly reduced the anxiety. It felt amazing. Those are 3 times that you can take my lion's mane supplement. Generally speaking, though, it's good to take supplements with food unless it's a mineral like magnesium or zinc, in which case I recommend taking it on an empty stomach. If that upsets your stomach, sometimes people take zinc, it upsets their stomach. Take that with some food. Avocado oil and coconut oil, my go-to. Great. I don't know about avocado oil in coffee. You can try it. Try blending it up. Thank you, Karina. You like it when I say no bueno. Absolutely. Great. Tracy, does that oil have a sweetness to it? MCT oil is basically flavor neutral. Ultraviolet indigo, organic MCT oil from Nature's Way. Thank you. Yes, Soldier Mom, carbon credits are a scam. Very, very sad. Palm oil is evil. Yes. Awesome MCT oil. Great. Do you recommend eating broccoli before drinking alcohol? Sure. If you're going to drink alcohol, yeah, eat something healthy. Eat something that's going to slow it down. Also, I recommend taking activated charcoal before drinking alcohol. It makes a big difference. Too pretty for you. Do you know anything about visual snow syndrome? I do not. MCT oil and cinnamon. Awesome. Omium in coffee? Yes. Yes, Sunny Girl. Omium is so good in coffee. Who's gotten Omium? Who's gotten the lion's mane coffee replacement? Who likes that? I love adding it to coffee. It's got L-theanine in it, which reduces anxiety. It goes so well with coffee. So when I drink caffeinated coffee, I definitely like adding Omium. It just reduces the jitters of coffee. It's great. Where do you buy the oil? I bought mine, Tiffany, on Amazon. The M-Cell, Roar Lion's Mane, also helps with inflammation. Yes. It's so good. Oh, that's right, the M-Cell. You mentioned how you noticed that. That's great. Goofy, what does zinc do? So zinc is involved in a number of processes in the body. It's involved in the immune system. Zinc is also basically it's like an antioxidant. Zinc helps protect the brain from basically too much copper. Copper is an oxidizing agent. Copper will steal electrons from neighboring molecules. Zinc will donate an electron. So zinc is an antioxidant and copper is an oxidant or oxidizing agent. And so copper can promote free radicals, and zinc helps protect against forming free radicals. So zinc helps protect the brain from oxidative stress and damage. I know that's a little sciencey, a little chemistry. Basically, zinc helps protect the brain, and zinc is also involved in the immune system. Let's see what else zinc does. Let's go to our friend Chat GPT. See what are the health benefits of zinc. Let's look. Sorry, I'm trying to read around my screens here. I need like another monitor. I don't need another monitor. I would like another monitor off to the side so I can see what the heck I'm doing here. Just take me to Chat GPT. Why is this so hard? All right. What are the benefits of zinc? What are the health benefits of zinc? Please and thank you, Chat GPT. All right, here we go. Benefits of zinc. Zinc is an essential mineral that plays a crucial role in various bodily functions. Benefits include boosts the immune system, wound healing, supports growth and development, helps with digestion, supports vision and eye health, supports mental health, helps regulate mood, memory, and learning, regulates hormones, including testosterone, estrogen, and insulin, and helps reduce inflammation. Let's hear it for zinc. Give a big round of applause for zinc, ladies and gentlemen, and those not binary on the gender spectrum. Outstanding. Wow, I missed something. There's comments on vaping, alcohol. Lion's mane can lower blood sugar. Kelly Bell. Beth likes Om Fantastic. How many lion's mane capsules do I take before bed? So my lion's mane, the dose is 2. I take those I take those an hour before bed. Hi, Ifan Online. Where do you get the coffee replacement, Bear's Child? Click here and then scroll down to click the link below my profile, scroll down to products for optimal health, and then click the lion's mane coffee replacement, or go to getomyum.com. I know it's hard to spell. getomyum.com, and then use my coupon code LOVE15. Make sure you subscribe. It helps save you money. All right. I don't think liquid lion's mane is better. This is the best lion's mane at the best possible price. Tammy, I did take liquid lion's mane. This is better. This is better than the liquid lion's mane I was taking, and this is half the price. If you find a better lion's mane, Tammy, I will pay you $100. Better quality at better price. I don't think you're going to find it. I don't think it exists. I think mine's the best quality at the best price on planet Earth. And if I'm wrong, I will totally pay you money. What supplement should I take for gym? Well, what are you trying to do at the gym? Are you trying to increase muscle? Are you trying to burn fat? Are you trying to increase endurance? That's for who was I talking to? That's for Samuel. What are you doing at the gym? Sunflower, the dreams. Yeah, the dreams from lion's mane are so good. Yes. So ultraviolet, it's getomyum.com. Awesome, Tammy. Thank you. All right, click here, give it a try. Krista, how did the lion's mane go last night? Samuel, if you want to increase muscles, it's less about supplements, it's more about protein. Make sure you're eating at least 0.7 grams per pound body weight. That's really important. That's more important than supplements. Hi from Australia. Well, hello. Is it okay to take theanine daily? Yes. Awesome, Mac Attack. You're going to love it. Lion's mane is also great for anxiety. I take Om during the day. That helps with my anxiety. I take this at night. This helps improve my sleep. So good. Hooray, hooray, hooray. Best 3 tips for improving health. You are totally in the right place. That we are all about improving health. I would say get better sleep, get daily exercise, 30 minutes a day, and clean up your diet. Remove the bad fats, remove the processed foods, remove the sugars, eat more vegetables. Those are the 3 biggest things. They're big and they're hard to do. People have trouble getting better sleep. They have trouble exercising 30 minutes a day. They have trouble letting go of sugar. And so you've probably heard these things before. I'm telling you, these are the biggest 3 things because they're huge. If you want to hurt my health, hurt my sleep, you'll see my brain performance decrease the very next day. If you want to hurt my mood, take away my exercise. Not only will it hurt my sleep, but I'll be like annoyed during the day. If you want to just hurt my overall health, give me sugar. I'll become emotionally unbalanced. It'll create inflammation. If you want me to be super unhealthy, give me bad fat, and that'll cause inflammation in my body and increase the risk of chronic disease. So I'd work on those 3 things. Hooray, hooray, hooray. Yes, ultraviolet indigo, that's the one. Getomyum.com, and then use my coupon code LOVE15. Make sure you subscribe to save the maximum amount of money. If you want to lose fat in the gym, so if you want to lose fat, I don't recommend the gym. I know that sounds strange. It sounds so strange. I'm going to say it again. If you want to lose fat, it's not about going to the gym. The gym is about optimal health. I recommend 30 minutes of aerobic exercise every single day for every human being on planet Earth, assuming it's safe. If you have walking pneumonia and you can't get out of bed, I don't recommend exercise. But if you can exercise, I recommend 30 minutes of aerobic exercise every day for every human being on planet Earth. Why? It reduces stress, it reduces anxiety, it improves basically every aspect of health. It improves your sleep. It feels good. Our ancestors exercised most of the time, most of the day. They were not sedentary. And that's the way we are designed to be as humans. Now, for losing fat, it's really about diet. It's much less about exercise. Exercise for optimal health, exercise for quality of life, exercise for brain health. Don't exercise for weight loss. That's the wrong use of exercise. Exercise can actually increase weight. Here's why. After I exercise, I'm very hungry. I eat more than if I didn't exercise. Does anyone who else eats more after exercise? Give me a roar, give me a thumbs up, give me a like. We eat more after exercise because our body is hungry. So some people will start exercising and not change their diet, and they gain weight because their body's eating more food. So exercise is not the solution to weight loss. It's the solution to feeling better, reducing stress, reducing anxiety, reducing depression, improving your quality of life, better sleep, better body image. Exercise solves most problems. And when you do start exercising, you're likely to eat healthier. If you start working out 30 minutes in the morning, you're probably going to eat a healthier breakfast. You're probably going to eat less sugar because you identify as being a healthy person. So, Nunash, I would cut out the sugar. The simple thing is eat more vegetables, eat less sugar, and that will help you lose weight. What about other mushrooms? Mushrooms are terrific. Research out of Singapore shows that 2 servings of mushrooms a week reduces the risk of Alzheimer's by 60%. Astounding, just astounding. So eat lots of mushrooms. They are just terrific for you. Nadia Marcella D. Padova. What are your thoughts on NAD in K2 or K3? Love NAD. NAD stands for, NAD. NAD is, wow, I'm blanking on this. Yeah, NAD is great. NMN, which is a supplement that I like, is a precursor to NAD. NAD is an energy source used in the body, pretty much in every cell in the body. If you don't have NAD for about 30 seconds, you die. So NAD, very important. NAD reduces in our body as we age. And so we have less energy as we age. And so supplements like NMN, which are a precursor to NAD, help increase our energy. And they can be really helpful with aging. NAD also helps fuel repair of DNA. NAD helps fuel the repair of DNA. And so by increasing NAD, it helps repair our DNA. So very, very important. Hooray, hooray, hooray. What about supplements to add in? First, before I give you any supplements, I want you to commit to doing one of the things I told you. Giving you supplements is an easy answer that's not going to lead to your success. And I sell supplements. I like people taking supplements. I want what's best for you. So before I give you any supplements to help you, I want you to commit to doing one of the things that I told you that are going to be most beneficial for your health. Fair deal? And we're all here to support you. Hooray, hooray, hooray. We want you to achieve your goals. I want you to succeed. I don't just want to sell you a supplement that's going to be a quick fix. I want you to make changes in your life that are going to be lasting and lead to your better health and success. Supplements for skin health. First, I'd reduce the sugar and reduce the stress and improve your sleep and drink more water. Those are going to beat the pants off of any supplement. Next, make sure you're eating enough collagen. And then there's a skin supplement that I like that I have a link to. But do those other things first. The skin supplement's a detox skin supplement that's really good. There's a link to that below my profile. It's called Ageless AF. May I ask how much lion's mane is in Dr. Love's? You may, Abtomla. It is 266 milligrams, but also not only has lion's mane, but also has cordyceps, reishi, shiitake, maitake. So one of the reasons my lion's mane supplement is so effective is because it's got this blend of 10 medicinal mushrooms. So some lion's mane supplements say we have 1,000 milligrams of lion's mane. That's a lot. Now, is that better than mine? I would argue not, because mine has a blend of 10 medicinal mushrooms that work together. They work synergistically to deliver a lot of health benefits. And so it's not just about the amount of lion's mane, it's also about the blend, the synergy between the other ones. Brewster is alive. Hey, Robert, any advice on something? Yeah, I don't recommend raw mushrooms. Any type of mushrooms are good except white mushrooms. Nanush, you're welcome. So, Goofy 11,000, I answered about caffeine earlier in the program. I recommend going to YouTube and watching that. It's a little earlier. I go into caffeine for like 10 minutes. Benny, did I say anything's wrong about gaining weight? And just to be clear, Benny, 40% of Americans are obese, 70% are overweight. Most of the people who gain weight, when we talk about weight gain, we're talking about gaining fat. I agree with you. Gaining muscle is good, and that is increasing weight. But generally speaking, when we're talking to most people are concerned about weight gain because most people, 7 out of 10, are overweight. And most people are not gaining muscle. Most people are gaining fat. Yeah, Cello, I don't recommend tuna. Tuna can be high in mercury. Tony Robbins got mercury poisoning from eating tuna, so I don't recommend tuna. I like sardines, salmon, mackerel, wild caught salmon. Madam Mim or Madam Ma'am, my mother's doing great. Thank you for asking. Oh, oh, hi, Leah. Why, thank you very much. I so appreciate. By the way, Leah Houston, MD. For those of you going through the comments, she was the one I mentioned. I shared my theory about coffee exercising blood vessels through vasoconstriction and vasodilation. She said, "Yeah, that was definitely um, that's definitely helpful for long-term cardiovascular health." So, thank you, Leah Houston, MD. I appreciate that. Okay, let's see the questions at the bottom here. The discount code for Omnium Luis Vargas is love15. What brand do I like for Lion's Mane? I like mine, my Roar Lion's Mane. You can get that roarlionsmane.com. If you don't want to get it from me, you can also get Life Cycle Lion's Mane, which is about twice as expensive and not as good. I say that having taken Life Cycle for a significant amount of time, for over a year. So, Samuel, if you want to increase testosterone, I recommend exercise and sleep before supplements and eat more protein. Is caffeine good for kids? I don't recommend caffeine for kids. Glutathione's great. Glutathione is our body's master antioxidant. You can take selenium to increase glutathione. You can also take NAC and acetylcysteine that can increase glutathione. And King Husky, same deal. N-acetylcysteine is great for increasing glutathione that helps cleanse the body of toxins. Jamal, neuroscience news published on February 17th. Alcohol consumption linked to acceleration of Alzheimer's disease. Sounds right to me. Here's why. Write this down. If you drink occasionally, I want you to know alcohol, it impairs sleep. That's enough for you to know that that's bad for your brain. Sleep is when your brain consolidates memories. Sleep is when your brain washes itself. You actually get a brain wash and you're cleansing through the glymphatic system. Very, very important. So if it impairs sleep, it's going to impair memory and impair brain function. Number two, alcohol increases inflammation in the body. Number three, alcohol hurts gut bacteria. Number four, alcohol hurts the liver. Those are four really good reasons to not drink alcohol. Number five, alcohol increases stress. Andrew Huberman shared this. When you increase alcohol, it reduces stress temporarily that night. The next day, your cortisol levels are higher. That increases higher levels of stress. So let's say tonight, I have 2 glasses of wine at dinner. I feel pretty good, feel less stress. Isn't that nice? Tomorrow, my cortisol levels, my resting cortisol levels, my baseline cortisol or basal cortisol, if you want to get technical, is up. That's not good. Higher levels of cortisol indicate higher levels of stress. I don't recommend that. So if you want to experience worse memory, worse sleep, higher levels of stress, then drink alcohol. And then, as Jamal pointed out, all of this increases the risk of Alzheimer's disease. And if you like alcohol, I get it. I drank way too much in college. I'm frankly very fortunate I didn't hurt myself worse than I did. Um, I had a bad fall and I split my eye right here when I was a freshman, drinking too much. I had friends die from alcohol. They fell off buildings. Alcohol is extremely dangerous, and it's really dangerous because it's so prevalent. It's just available everywhere. It's accepted that you drink. Um, and so if you drink alcohol, I get it. I empathize. I was a drinker myself, and I highly recommend reducing alcohol. And when you're ready to let it go, because it's probably not serving your best health. Awesome, knee shrink. Colette, do you know about? Yeah, hyperbaric oxygen therapy is great. I highly recommend it. You want 1.5 to 2 atmospheres of pressure if you can. Samuel, I answered your question. Supplements to increase testosterone. Start with exercise and more protein and better sleep, and reduce your alcohol. So one soldier mom, right now, the special on Lion's Mane is buy one, get 3 free. No code is necessary. Yes, one soldier mom, alcohol turns to sugar, and that is bad. Your brand is Ari? I don't know. Colette, I don't know what you're talking about. My brand is Roar Lion's Mane. Dr. Loves. I know you can't see it because it's backward. Dr. Loves Roar Lion's Mane. I don't have any supplement suggestions for testosterone. That should be enough. For men, ejaculate less. You lose testosterone when you ejaculate. So try to ejaculate once a week and save your testosterone. And don't ejaculate the day of big, heavy exercise because then you're spending your testosterone there. Yes, the M cell. So first, I'd recommend for alcohol. So your question is, Robert, could you please do a TikTok on what alcohol affects so I can share it with my friends? Uh, Andrew Huberman has a 2-hour podcast on the effects of alcohol in the brain. It's really great. I would watch that. At some point, I'll do one, but his has got great information. Alcohol is not good for leaky gut either. I totally agree. Goofy 11,000. What do I think of eggs? Amazing. Eggs are a great source of choline. Choline is a precursor to acetylcholine. And research from the Journal of Nutrition, I think it's 2018 or 19, found that 90%, 9 out of 10 of you are deficient in choline. Choline is a precursor to an important neurotransmitter involved in memory. Anyone else think that's a problem? Give me a roar if you think that's a problem. That's terrible. So eggs are one of the richest sources of choline in the human diet, egg yolks specifically. So I highly recommend eating egg yolks because they're great for your brain. Now, some people say, well, it's got cholesterol in it. Yes, it does. That is not bad for you. Cholesterol in food does not equal increased cholesterol in your blood. That's not how the body works. It's not as simple as eat cholesterol in food, becomes cholesterol in the blood. The biology is more complex than that. I know that makes intuitive sense, but that's not how it works, ladies and gentlemen, and those not on the binary gender spectrum. That's not how the human body works. Same thing with blood triglycerides. So triglycerides are fat in your blood. It would make sense that eating fat in food increases blood triglycerides. That ain't how it works. Interestingly, sugar, carbohydrates, that increases blood fat. So if you want more fat in your blood, which you probably don't, but if you do, eat more sugar, eat more carbohydrates. That increases blood triglycerides. So the human body, human biology is complex. It's not as simple as cholesterol in eggs increases cholesterol in the blood. That's not how that works. In fact, the cholesterol in eggs, most of it becomes bile, which is digestive juices. So it doesn't it is temporarily cholesterol in your bloodstream, and then that becomes bile. So there's no association between dietary cholesterol and cholesterol in your bloodstream, or what's called serum cholesterol. Make sense? Did y'all get that? John Edmonds, boring. What was boring? How am I boring? I speak quickly and I'm talking about cool shit. That's ridiculous. All right. And are you new, John? Did you ask a question that I didn't answer? Elaine, I'm doing well. Thank you. Eon's break. That's why I stopped drinking. Good for you. Let's give a big roar, big hand to Eon's break. How can I motivate myself? Well, Kayla, what motivates you? What's important to you? Thank you, Yadi. I appreciate that. Hair drama. Thanks for your educational. Appreciate you. Thank you. Kelly Neal, I have hypothyroidism. What do you recommend? I recommend reducing the consumption of fluoride. Fluoride basically replaces iodine in the thyroid and reduces thyroid function. Meta Nushin, dope AF. Thank you so much. Rochelle, you're the bomb. Thank you. Not boring. Oh, well, thank you for all these kind comments. I so appreciate that. Beach Girl Glow. What's the best way to curb hunger? Eat more fiber. Eat more vegetables. Seriously, feels so good. And if you want to reduce sugar, I recommend trying Omyum. It's the lion's mane coffee replacement. A bunch of people are going to try to reduce their sugar with eating Omyum with a little bit of like maple syrup. Really, really good. Stephanie Bad, exactly. Stephanie, tell me, is Bad your last name or is it like a cute handle? Zoe, 1978. I love chocolate. I try to get dark chocolate, but still has sugar in it. Yeah, you look for chocolate made with monk fruit sugar, xylitol, or erythritol, or stevia, or some combination of them. I used to make what I say, without hyperbole, I believe was the tastiest, healthiest chocolate on planet Earth. Not just not the tastiest, but the tastiest / healthiest chocolate on planet Earth. It was a ketogenic friendly chocolate, which means it did not have refined sugar. I made it with allulose, which is a healthy sugar. I made it with monk fruit, a little bit of stevia. I had curcumin. I had matcha. I had Ceylon cinnamon, and I had lion's mane in it, and I had black pepper in it. It was so good for your brain. It was crazy good. It was super expensive, and I wasn't able to make it at a profit. I made it in my own garage, so it was a small production. But anyway, I made super healthy chocolate. It was so great. Goofy 1000, thoughts on garlic? Super great. Unprocessed red meat. It's not about just unprocessed. You want grass-fed beef, grass-fed lamb if you're going to eat red meat. Only goes grass-fed things. Why? Because lambs eat grass. Cows eat grass. And I say this to a butcher. I'm like, where's your grass-fed beef? We don't have any. I say, excuse me, butcher, but cows eat grass. They say, yeah, I know. I say, well, why are you selling cows that didn't eat grass? They're like, well, that's what we have. I'm like, but cows eat grass. Why aren't you selling cows that were fed grass? It's ridiculous to me. So make sure you're buying grass-fed beef and grass-fed lamb if you're going to buy those products, because that means the animal was better taken care of. It's more, it's healthier for you, and it's better for the animals. It's better that they eat the food they're meant to eat. And if you're going to get chicken, make sure it's pastured chicken, not just organic, not just free range, but pastured chicken. That means they're outside in a pasture, scratching up bugs, living the life of a chicken. Same thing with eggs. You want pastured eggs. Very important. You are welcome, the MSO. DYF2. I love listening to you. Why, thank you so much. The Alchemist. What about just the whole egg? Yeah, you want to eat the whole egg, not just the egg yolk, the whole thing. HDL versus LDL. So you're talking about cholesterol. Generally speaking, HDL is considered the healthy cholesterol. LDL is considered the low, the bad cholesterol. That's all I have to say about that. Yes, love Andrew Huberman. Are brain zaps normal? What is a brain zap? Cornea King. You're welcome, the MCell. Jamal, even modest consumption of alcohol can accelerate brain atrophy. Yes, thank you. It's unfortunate. I really wish alcohol were great for the brain. I would totally be an advocate if it were good for you. I'd say, look, where's your glass of red wine? Everyone get your red wine, get out your blueberries, get out your dark chocolate. If cheese were good for you, I'd say get out your cheese. Let's have some red wine and cheese and improve our brain health. That ain't how it works. Folks, wish it were. I would happily drink alcohol and eat cheese with you if it were good for me. It is not. So I'm choosing not to do that because I want to live a longer, healthier life, as I think you do too. Yes, hyperbaric oxygen therapy chambers. This is from Abtomla. Hyperbaric oxygen therapy chambers lengthen telomeres. This is research out of Israel. Dr. Gosh, what is his name? It'll come to me. It's a friend of mine in Miami. Dr. Levinson, Dr. Andrew Levinson, he shared with me research out of Israel. They basically put people in a hyperbaric oxygen therapy chamber every day for an hour for, I think it was 90 days. And they measured people's blood beforehand. They measured their telomere length, but they also measured how many senescent cells there are. These are basically old, dead zombie cells that cause inflammation. Senescent cells are really bad because they take up resources, but they don't function. They don't like do the job of a cell, and they also hurt cells around them. So imagine if you own a business, you own a factory, and you have an assembly line. Senescent cells are like an assembly worker that you have to pay. But this assembly worker does not do their job on the assembly line. They also hurt other neighboring workers. So imagine this assembly line worker, they take a paycheck, but they don't do their job and they're distracting everyone around them. That's what a senescent cell is. That's how bad they are. They take resources, they don't do their job, and they hurt other cells around them through inflammation. So here's the research on hyperbaric oxygen therapy chambers. Those who did the study, after 90 days, they measured their blood again. They had longer telomeres than the control group. In fact, they had telomeres that were like 10 years younger, like the equivalent of what would be 10 years younger. So so that means the end caps of their DNA, which what telomeres are, got longer, basically like equivalent to 10 years after just 90 days of hyperbaric oxygen therapy. Amazing. They also had fewer senescent cells, which means those workers on the assembly line, they weren't doing their job and were distracting everybody. They were gone. There were fewer of them. So hyperbaric oxygen therapy reduces senescent cells, and it lengthens telomeres and can slow down aging and potentially reverse aging. Very, very cool. 48 new messages. Let's see what we got here. Thank you, One Soldier Mom. I think so too. Yes, hyperbaric oxygen therapies are hard to find. I'd like to buy one for my parents. They're $100,000. I have not saved that up yet. I would very much like to do that. Yeah, Goofy, I would avoid milk from a cow, period. I just don't think it's good for us. Approximately half of Americans are lactose intolerant, and and milk has proteins in it that reduce the absorption of polyphenols. Milk is just not a good thing generally for most humans, I believe. So I'm dairy free. How to clean out your pineal gland? I don't know. Reducing fluoride is a good idea. So drink fluoride free water. Don't drink packaged drinks like sodas or packaged teas, and get plenty of sleep. Texas Mommy took lion's mane first time and I woke up sleepy this morning. Should I take only one? Are you taking my lion's mane, Texas Mommy? Take it an hour before bed and make sure you're in bed for 8 hours. Which milk to drink? Try London Green. Try almond milk or coconut milk. Avery Fox, what's the difference between pasture and grass-fed? Great question. Pastured cheese and grass-fed cheese? I don't know. I don't know about cheese. Tinkerbell. Some hospitals have hyperbaric oxygen chambers. Great. That's good to know. So some hospitals have it. ZBNA 12. Any recommendation to help hormonal imbalance? So I'd ask what's causing the imbalance and what is the imbalance. Generally speaking, reducing sugar, reducing bad fat, and reducing stress is helpful for most hormonal balance, especially the stress. Make sure you're getting enough sleep. By the way, lack of sleep will impair a sex drive. And so that can affect hormones as well. And so if you're married and you'd like to have more sex, make sure your partner is getting plenty of sleep. That's very, very important. Thoughts on eating for your blood type? Yes, I love Hot Toddy. I love the book Eat for Your Type. Can someone put that in the chat? Eat the number 4 and then your type. I've been eating for my blood type by reducing strawberries and avocados. I feel way better. Those are, generally speaking, are healthy foods, and they don't feel good in my body. And so I used to put those in my smoothie. By removing those from my smoothie, I feel much better. London Green, dark chocolate. Yeah, dark chocolate's great for your brain. Make sure it's ketogenic friendly and make sure it's low in lead. There was recently a report that came out that many chocolates, including the ones that I was liking and talking about, had lead in them. And so they need to figure out what's causing that and fix the process. Phoenix cannot find pasture raised eggs anywhere in Vancouver. Really? Vancouver is such a great city. Vancouver is like a super cool place. You got both the beach and the mountains. You got surfing and skiing. What a great place. Um, I I don't know. Maybe there's another word for it in Canada. Pastured is a certification here in the United States. I don't know what it is in Canada. Phoenix, because I love you so much, let me look. Are pastured eggs available in Canada? Organic pasture-raised eggs, Yorkshire Valley Farms. Raised in small flocks on farms in Ontario, our pasture-raised organic eggs come from hens that spend time outside foraging on organically managed pasture. So it looks like Yorkshire Valley.com has places in Ontario. Are pastured eggs available um, in Vancouver? Central Park Farm. Central Park Farm sells farm fresh eggs from our pasture raised, non GMO fed hens throughout the Fraser Valley and Vancouver. CentralParkFarms.com. And you may also check maybe a Whole Foods. So I hope that's helpful, Phoenix. Kitty Cat. What they eat is what we eat. Exactly. Stephen Gundry makes that same point. I totally agree. So whatever the animals you eat. So if you're eating a cow that eats toxic waste and you eat that cow, you're eating toxic waste. That makes intuitive sense. What happens when you feed a cow genetically modified corn, which is not something that you would choose to eat? Well, now you're eating that genetically modified corn if you eat that cow. Even worse, that genetically modified corn causes inflammation in the cow because cows don't eat corn. Cows do not eat corn. Cows are force fed corn. Here's how bad this is. I learned this from Stephen Gundry, and I think Bill Bryson mentions this in his book, The Body. Cows, about half the antioxidants, who knows Tums, the antioxidant Tums, Tums. So that company, that antacid, half of the antacids in the United States are used on livestock. They're used on cows that are force fed soy and corn. Why? Because cows get um, uh, stomach acid, too much stomach acid from eating corn and soy. Why? Because they don't eat corn and soy. And in order to make them keep eating the corn and soy, you need to give them antacids. Otherwise, they get acid reflux and they stop eating. You imagine this. So we're force feeding cows foods they don't naturally eat, corn and soy. They get acid reflux. And so instead of saying, hey, maybe let's not force feed the cows corn and soy because they don't eat corn and soy, they eat grass, let's feed them grass. Instead of coming to that logical conclusion, what the farming industry has decided to do with support of the government, which allows them to do it, is they then feed them antacid, which is a drug. I would call antacids a drug. And so that way they don't get an upset stomach. So that way they continue to eat the corn and soy that they're force feeding them. That's how messed up this system is. I'm not pointing any figures at any individual. I'm pointing them at the system of government, of the FDA, of the USDA, the United States Department of Agriculture, the farm bill, the farm lobby, and these meat farmers that are feeding cows food they don't eat and then giving them drugs so they'll keep eating them. That's the current system. Who thinks that's messed up? Give me a roar if you think that's messed up. Give me a roar if you're committed to stop supporting those foods. You're not going to buy conventional meat anymore. You're not going to buy anything but pastured chicken, anything but grass-fed beef or grass-fed lamb. Only those things. And if you can't afford them, that's okay. Just don't buy them. Okay, just get sardines. I eat sardines and eggs for like 2 years. No red meat. I felt great. It was easier on my budget. So if you can't afford the grass-fed beef, that's okay. Just don't buy it. Don't support an industry that force feeds cows corn and soy and acids. Look at all these roars. I'm going to read your names out loud. I want you to know that I and your fellow evolving lions hear you and see you, and we're in support of you. All right, we got One Soldier Woman. We got Bethy. We got Beach Girl Glow. So we're all in this. We're not going to support this industry anymore. I want you buying meat that's sustainable and ethical, and feeding animals the foods they're meant to eat. So we got Bethy. We got Beach Girl Glow. We got Devil's Gal 77. We got Kalachingona 56. Sorry, I'm having trouble reading these things. We got Red Taffeta Petticoat. We got Marianne. We got Kayak 1M. We got Sherilyn. We got KN Carroll. We got Magnolia. We got Raj Veneer Kaur. We got Talk to the Middle Finger. That's funny. What else? I got to roll up here. What else we got? A lot of you. We got Talk to the Middle Finger. We got One Soldier Mom. We got the M Cell. We got Stephanie Bad. We got Gross Petite. We got KN Carroll. We got Hair Drama. We got ALP 9162. We got Eon's Break. We got TX Girl 8 Fungal. We got Lori. We got Michelle. We got Jocelyn. We got Talk to the Middle Finger. We got Jeannie Gale. We got Sue 90. We got Lovable CWM. Michelle Romero. We got Coco 2121D. We got Julie Raw Vegan Roar. We got Sunny Compass. We got Sue 990. Jeannie Gal. Fantastic. All right, y'all rock. I want you to know I see you. I acknowledge you. We got Goofy 11,000. Y'all rock. Seriously, change starts here. Vote with your dollars. My raw vegan roommate taught me this. Vote with your dollars. He got me to stop buying slave chocolate. This was terrifying when I learned about this, and sad because I liked buying the cheap chocolate. A lot of chocolate in the United States is from West Africa. That's the part of Africa that's closest to the United States. And a lot of that chocolate is grown on plantations where the workers are children who are not paid. A child worker who is not paid is a slave, essentially. And by the way, it's illegal, according to international law, to have a child under the age of 12 in a country where they don't speak the language, not in school. These children are not in school. They're not they're in a different country. They were lured across country lines, and they're working, and they're not being paid, and they're very scared. They're very intimidated. It's awful. And large chocolate companies in the United States were buying really cheap chocolate from these plantations that were not paying their workers. I didn't know this. Once I found this out, I had to stop. My friend Jay said, "Look, Robert, now you know." And so if you buy that bar of chocolate, you are supporting that industry. Number one, you don't want to support that industry. None of us do. I don't think there's a human being on this planet that truly wants to enslave children for cheaper chocolate. I don't think there's one. If you sat them down, they really understood it, and they saw what was happening, and they could see that young child as themselves, which a lot of us can do. Not everyone, but most of us can do that. Nobody wants that for any other human. And he said, "Listen, Robert, I don't think you want to support that, so don't buy it." Number two, do you want to eat chocolate with that energetic? Do you want to eat chocolate made by a slave under those conditions? Of course not. You don't want to put that in your body. The energy of that matters. So one, it's less healthy for you or unhealthy for you, and you don't want to support that industry. So if there's an industry, especially a food industry, that's doing something that you don't like, that you don't support, stop buying their stuff. And now what we have seen are large chocolate companies are now offering fair trade chocolate. Fair trade means that it's certified, that they got the chocolate from a farm or plantation where the workers are paid and treated fairly. This is very, very important. Any chocolate you buy, I highly recommend, if you want to be ethical about it, that you get fair trade chocolate. Fair trade means that human beings are paid reasonably well and treated well. Very, very important. It means it's not slave chocolate. So buy fair trade chocolate. Please vote with your dollars. If you don't like the way animals are treated with conventional meat farming, which most of us don't buy conventional meat. Only grass-fed, grass-finished beef, grass-fed, grass-finished lamb, pastured chicken, pastured turkey, or bison. Get wild-caught salmon, not farm-raised salmon. Farm-raised salmon are grown in very small ponds in very gross conditions. I think it's dangerous to eat them. I recently did a video, I haven't posted it yet, showing the color of farm raised salmon versus wild caught salmon. There's no comparison. They look so different because they are different. It's like a different species. So please vote with your dollars, whatever you do. Really, really important. And on that, I think we're going to end. And I am going to show you the free stuff that I have for you. And so for the next 10 minutes or so, I'm going to go over the free resources in my link tree. If you'd like to go, you are welcome to, but I want you to know the free stuff I've put together for you so that you can get it. And so if you click the link below my profile, first, please subscribe to my new channel, Robert WB Love _guest. I'm going to be interviewing some of the top experts in the field of longevity, health and wellness, neuroscience, preventing Alzheimer's disease. I'm going to interview researchers. I'm going to interview other business owners. I'm going to interview people who understand what's happening in these worlds and the interesting things and the cutting edge science. So please subscribe to that channel. Once I get 1,000 subscribers, I can bring other people on, other experts, and I can interview them on TikTok. It'll be very, very cool. So please follow me on that channel, Robert WB Love _guest. So I'll be having guests on that channel. And some of you already have. Ashley, I know you did. I so appreciate that. Okay, so here are some of the free resources. If you click the link below my profile, by the way, if you've had a good time on the live tonight, please give a thumbs up. Please give a like. Please share the live and share the live tomorrow. We'll be on again tomorrow. I just got back from my trip to Loveburn, which was an art and music festival where I put on a speaker series on neuroscience and brain health. All right. So first is my Roar Lion's Mane supplement. So if you're going to get any supplement, any nutritional supplement, I recommend getting these things. Number one, third-party tested. That means an independent company has evaluated the supplement. They've tested it to make sure for quality and purity. Really, really important. The FDA does not regulate supplements, which I think is a good thing. The challenge is that then there's less quality control. So we need to police ourselves. We being supplement owners, supplement manufacturers, we need to police ourselves. The way to do that is to hire an independent company to test our stuff to make sure it's pure and correct. I pay extra for third-party testing. I want you to know I'm getting the best quality supplements, and I want you to know the supplements are safe and tested. So number one, look for third-party tested. Number two, look for GMP certified. That stands for Good Manufacturing Practices. It is an industry standard in supplement manufacturing. Make sure that the manufacturer is doing the right thing. Mine is GMP certified. Lastly, you want a money-back guarantee. Why? Because your biochemistry is different from mine, and there's 7 billion people on planet Earth. My supplement's great for maybe 90%, maybe 95, maybe 99. I don't know. I think I've sold less than 1% of people have contacted me saying this doesn't work. I've only gotten a few of those, and this is new, right? They haven't taken it for very long. It might take some time, but my Lion's Mane supplement might not work for everybody. That's okay. Let me know, and I'm happy to issue a refund. I've bought many supplements that didn't work for me, and some of them had a money back guarantee, and I got my money back. Some of them didn't, and so I want to make sure that you feel comfortable investing in whatever supplement you get, whether it's from me or someone else. And if it doesn't work for you, that you can get your money back. And so I offer a 6-month, 6-month money back guarantee. Try the supplement for 6 months. If you don't like it, let me know. I'll refund your money. If it's 6 months and a day, I'll still refund your money. I'm not going to have a hard cutoff like that, but the guarantee is for 6 months, and I want you to try it, and then nothing to send back. If you get my supplement and you try it, let's say you try it for 90 days, and you notice no benefit, and you just don't want it, I'll refund your money, and you don't need to send anything back. So nothing to send back. You keep the supplement. Maybe you can give it to a friend. Do whatever you like with it. I mean, I can't resell it, and it costs you money to send it back. No point in doing that, right? So you keep it, no problem. So I want to make sure that whatever supplement you get, it's third-party tested, GMP certified, and get a money-back guarantee. So my supplement is all of those. And the reason I really like this Lion's Mane supplement, it's not only Lion's Mane, it's a blend of 10 medicinal mushrooms. It's got reishi, it's got chaga, it's got cordyceps, it's got turkey tail, got lion's mane, it's got all these wonderful things. They work synergistically to produce a great effect. They reduce stress, reduce anxiety, improve memory. They protect the brain. They reduce inflammation. That promotes great sleep. Some studies show that lion's mane can help with cancer. We are just learning about all these wonderful benefits of lion's mane. And so I recommend you try out mine. You can get it at the link below my profile. It's the first thing. Or you go to roarlionsmane.com. Right now, we have an amazing deal going on right now. Buy one, get 3 free. This is the best quality lion's mane at the best possible price. If you find a better quality lion's mane at a better price, I will pay you $100 cash. I'm dead serious. You're not going to find a better lion's mane at a better price. Ain't going to happen. If you do, I'm going to find that company and say, what are you doing? How are you providing such a great lion's mane at a great price? Seriously, if someone, I got to figure out what they're doing if they can beat me in quality and price. Seriously, if you've gotten Roar lion's mane, would you please post in the chat and let me know? I'd like people to know what your experience is. If you had a good experience, great. If you had a bad experience, let people know. I want you to be honest. By the way, who has gotten my green tea supplement or my NeuroPlus brain and focus formula? I sent this to 60 of you. Who's gotten that? If you've gotten either one of those, you owe me a testimonial. That was part of the deal. It doesn't need to be positive. It likely is because it's a great supplement. But if you got one, you promised you would give me either a written or video testimonial. And so I want to put those up on the website so that way people know about your experience. So if you got one of those other supplements and you got the great deal where you basically just paid for shipping, would you please send me an email to robertwblove@gmail.com. So this name right there, robertwblove@gmail.com. Please send me a picture of you and what you'd like me to say, what you'd like me to post about the supplement. So, write your experience as clearly and simply as you can, so that way people can understand you. And then I'm going to post that on the website, so that way people can know what you think, what your experience was. And please be honest. If you want to do a video, that's even better. Just try to make it short, and then I want you to let people know about your experience. So that way people can use that to help them make a decision. And I will post. I promise you, I will post both positive and negative testimonials, because I want to be honest. I want people to know, hey, 9 out of 10 thought it was great. 1 out of 10 didn't notice a benefit, or 1 out of 10 didn't like it, or 1 out of 50 got a headache. I don't know what those numbers are, but I'm gonna post both positive and negative testimonials if I get any negative testimonials. Anyway, so that's that. So if you got one of those supplements, please send me an email, robertwblove@gmail.com. Next is my free ebook. I wrote this with Chad Tackett. This is the top 10 weight loss supplements. This is a free ebook. Just click the link and then enter your name and email. I will email you the ebook. Then after that, you'll have an opportunity to get a free hormonal profile. Hormones matter for weight loss. We talked about how insulin affects weight loss. Insulin's a hormone. And so what Chad's put together, by the way, Chad Tackett is one of the world's leading experts in sustainable weight loss. He's been in the industry for, sorry, my picture's all like red here. My red screen turns on after so many hours. Chad Tackett is one of the world's leading experts in sustainable weight loss. And what he's found is by knowing your hormonal profile, this helps you effectively lose weight and keep it off. He's helped over 10,000 people. He's been in this industry for 28 years. He's amazing. So the hormonal profile is free. If you'd like to work with Chad and his team, there is an investment in that, but that happens after you get your ebook. You can get your free hormonal profile. Next is my Newsweek article. Who's read my Newsweek article? They interviewed me for an article about reducing the risk of Alzheimer's with exercise. You can read that below. Next is another free report, my top 10 supplements for the brain. Check that out. Again, enter your name and email. I will email you a copy, 100% free. Feel free to share those books with other people as well. Next, who wants to go on a cruise to improve your health and have some fun together in person? If that sounds like fun, please apply for our Lion's Den cruise. I want to know how much you want to spend. Some people want to do like a $5,000 cruise. Some people want to do a $1,000 cruise. So I got to figure out what we're going to do and then where we're going to go. I'd like to do this in the next couple of months. And once I figure out who wants to go, I will call you and we'll talk and we'll find where we're going to go if we're going to do that. Next, so those are just some things at the top. Next, some more free resources. More free resources. Who likes free stuff? Give me a roar if you like free stuff. All right, we're rocking here. Thank you for all the likes, by the way. This is great fun seeing all the hearts. So next is my free masterclass, How to Prevent Alzheimer's Disease with Science. This is a 45-minute masterclass detailing the science of things that increase the risk of Alzheimer's disease and what you can do to protect yourself against Alzheimer's disease. It's 45 minutes. It's totally free. So click that uh, link, free masterclass, and then enter your name and email, and that'll take you to the masterclass. Next is my Brain Fitness email newsletter. I work really hard on the newsletter. Comes every day. Who gets the newsletter? Who likes it? Put something in the chat. The newsletter is a way for me to share with you some details about some of the cutting edge science about health, wellness, longevity, um, brain health, reducing the risk of Alzheimer's disease, healthy foods, healthy supplements, the damage of EMFs, some things you can get to help protect yourself, anti-inflammatories, really great information. And then there's free stuff in there. And then I share with you some of the products that I like. So the Brain Fitness newsletter is really great. Please click there, enter your name and email. You'll be signed up. If you signed up and didn't get the emails, please check your spam and then please open the emails and then reply to them. That'll boost the email. That'll make sure that you get it delivered. So if you do get the Brain Fitness newsletter, please hit reply and just write anything every once in a while. That just improves the deliverability to make sure you get the newsletter that you signed up for. And that's totally free. Next, please follow me on at least one other platform. The reason is I've lost my TikTok account before. I had to fight to give it back. TikTok didn't like what I said about certain controversial health outcomes. And, it wasn't what I would say fair because, no evidence was weighed. They just said, you said these things and we can't have that. I'm like, but what if I said was true? Anyway, I don't want to lose the ability to reach you with important scientific information. So please follow me on at least one other site. I have my Instagram there. You can send me a personal message there. I respond to as many as I can. It's been all of them at this point. I can't do that on TikTok. It's just, there's too many. So you can follow me on Instagram, and I do post on all of these and I share different things on them. So Instagram, there's Facebook, and then I have YouTube. YouTube's great because it has my Brain Fitness podcast. It has the Lion's Den. It has the whole live recording. This whole video will be on there. So you can check that out. Next, someone asked me about this earlier. Dr. Shannon. Who remembers Dr. Shannon? Dr. Shannon was the wonderful functional medicine doctor who's come on here a couple times. We need to have her back. It's been about a month since she's been on here. If you'd like to schedule a free consult with her and her team, you can do that. If you're looking at issues around hormones or menopause, she's great. Lastly, there's a long haul masterclass by Dr. Linnell King. I've been talking with him recently. I think I'm going to be able to interview him for the Lion's Den. That'll be super cool. Dr. Linnell King, very handsome, very wonderful medical doctor from Johns Hopkins. And he's got a free masterclass on long haul virus. You can sign up there. Just need your name and email, and that'll be good. Next, if you'd like to work with me directly, you can schedule a personal consultation, or you can sign up for a free FDA certified memory test. Both of those are available there. Lastly, and these are lastly, our products for optimal health. These physical products do cost money. So all the information is free, and I try to make as much free as I could. I don't know how many things I listed. Physical products do cost money. And so if you want to buy supplements or food products, these are great. First is the Lion's Mane coffee replacement, the Omium. Who's got an Omium? Who likes Omium? It's just delicious. I like it for productivity. It improves my productivity significantly during the day. It reduces my anxiety, helps me with focus. I mean, it improves my productivity by, I would say, approximately an hour a day. That's really valuable to me. Imagine working an extra hour a day and feeling good about it and enjoying it. So valuable. So Omium costs $50 a month. I know that's expensive. When you subscribe, it goes down to $40. And when you use my coupon code, which is LOVE15, the cost goes down to $34. So approximately $3.10. Excuse me. So approximately $1.10 a day. $1.10 a day for improved productivity and reduced anxiety. That's amazing. That's such a great deal. I can't even tell you how valuable that is. I know the price tag seems expensive at first, but when you divide it by a month, it's next to nothing. I mean, a cup of coffee at a coffee shop is $3 to $5. This is $1.10, and coffee doesn't reduce anxiety. Um, Coffee doesn't necessarily increase productivity. It may, but this is amazing. And this is great for kids too. Great hot chocolate for kids. I'm gonna get some for my sister so she can give it to my nephews and try it out. So very, very good. Who's gotten Om Yum? Who likes Om Yum? Please let people know in the chat. It's so good. I do 2 or 3 servings a day. It's amazing. So that's the Lion's Mane coffee replacement. Then if you click the link, that'll automatically load the coupon code. And I do recommend subscribing. Even if you're only going to try it, subscribe so that way you can save the most money. If you don't like it, you can cancel your order or you can cancel your subscription. If you really don't like it, you can get a refund. If they don't refund you, which they will, I will refund you. I believe in the product that much. Everyone's had a good experience, minus one person who had acid reflux and had trouble with it. I think they had acid reflux from chocolate or some of the mushrooms. If you're allergic, there's mushrooms in it. So if you're allergic to mushrooms, don't get it. It's not for you. But yeah, they have a great return policy as well. Next is the skin supplement, the ageless detox supplement. That's really cool. I take that. I have pretty clear skin, so you can check that out as well. Click the link and read more about it. Next is Morning Man. Morning Man is it's like Athletic Greens. Have you heard of Athletic Greens? Athletic Greens is it's like 50 different superfoods and adaptogens and probiotics. Morning Man is basically is the same nutrition except it tastes amazing. I brought it on to this music art and music festival in Miami, and I gave it to the people I was sharing an RV with. They all loved it. Like every morning, like Robert, make us that Morning Man stuff again. That's so good. It's so good. It's so delicious. I can't even tell you who's tried Morning Man, who's tried it, who likes it. It's so good. It's just delicious. So it's like Athletic Greens, except it tastes great. Not only that, it's less expensive. So here's how to do this. By the way, Morning Man is not just for men. It's marketed to men, but it's great for women. The women I've given it to, they all like it. And the decaf is great for children. So if you got kids, it's a great thing for kids. The decaf is. I don't recommend caffeine for children. And then women also like the taste as well. And it's really good for women. It's super healthy for humans. So here's how to do it. Here, I want you to save the most money. Here's how to get Morning Man. Number one, subscribe. So Morning Man costs $100 a month. Same thing as Athletic Greens. This is equivalent to Athletic Greens. So it's $100 a month. I know that's expensive. Hang on, it gets better. Subscribe, the price goes down from 100 to 77. Then when you use my coupon code LOVE15, it goes from 77 to 63. So 60, and you get free shipping. So $63 a month. $63 a month is approximately $2.10 a day. $2 a day for a meal. That's a great price. $2 a day for a meal with 50 different superfoods, adaptogens, and probiotics. That's gosh darn amazing. It gets even better. When you subscribe with my coupon, you get that price locked in. You get that price forever. You get that price as long as you're subscribed. That's amazing. Ordinarily, how this works is that when you subscribe with a coupon, you get that price once, then the price goes up. I know the owner personally. I said, look, I want to give my people a great deal. When they subscribe to Morning Man, I want them to get that price always. You can take that out on my end. I just want them to get a great price. I want them to be lifelong subscribers. It's so good. I got my dad on it. My mother says it's too sweet. She's the only person I met who says it's too sweet. So that's how to do it. Subscribe, use my coupon code. You get that price locked in forever. I can't tell you how valuable that is. And the best price you can get on Athletic Greens that I'm aware of is $77 a month. This is $63 a month, and it tastes great. Money back guarantee, year long money back guarantee. You get to try Morning Man for a year. I mean, the bag will be gone before then because it's a 30-day bag. So it's $2 a day or $2 a serving, and you can give this to your kids. You can put it in smoothies. 100% money back guarantee. Great price. Please check that out. Next is the Harmony pendant. I'm upset I don't have mine. I actually left mine in Miami, and I'm disturbed about this. The Harmony pendant helps reduce the negative impact of EMFs. EMFs are electromagnetic frequencies that are all around us. They're increasing with time because there's more electronics around us. So if you'd like to learn more about that, click on the Harmony pendant link. That'll give you some of the science behind it. Next is my favorite coffee, Via Guatemala. I met the owner in the airport, and she was very cool. And then I tried her coffee. It was delicious. It's my favorite coffee. She's great. Great. It's a female minority-owned business, which is cool. She pays her workers higher than the average wage in Guatemala, so she really takes care of her workers. That touches my heart. And it's organic. It's mold-free. It's really delicious. It's high quality. It's a boutique coffee. It's more expensive than most organic coffee. Most organic coffee is $20 a pound. This is $30 a pound. And then I have a coupon code LOVE5. You can save $5 on your order. Also, what's really cool is that she wants to create an orphanage in Guatemala. She's an orphan herself, and she wants to give back. So that's really, really, really darn cool. That's Via Guatemala Coffee. Lastly, if you'd like to be a financial supporter of my channel, if you'd like to be a Patreon patron for just $3 a month, you can financially support the channel. That's really helpful. And then when you become when you become a Patreon patron, I share with you certain behind the scenes videos. I only send to them because I can't say everything on TikTok, and so I can say certain things behind the scenes that I can't publish. Even on my lives, I've said things on lives that have gotten me in trouble, which is really upsetting to me. So I don't say certain things on lives. I can say it in the Patreon group, and I will share with you where I get my aniracetam. This is a guarded secret because I don't want everyone to know, because they'll sell out and then I can't get it. And I love my aniracetam. If you've watched a couple of my videos, you know what I'm talking about. Aniracetam helps improve memory in healthy adults. It improves memory in those with early stage Alzheimer's disease. It reduces anxiety. It reduces depression. It feels good. It helps animals recover after traumatic brain injury and anesthesia. I gave it to an anesthesiologist this weekend. I told her about the benefits. She said, "That sounds cool." I said, "Here, try some." She tried it. She comes back 4 hours later. She said, "Robert, that was amazing." She said, "I felt so good on that stuff." I'm like, "I know, aniracetam. It's great." So I share with you where I buy mine when you become a Patreon patron. So you can sign up for there for just $3 a month. Any questions about all the resources or any of the products? Are you live from the surface of the sun? Yes, Jason Bourne. So my computer turns red after a certain time, and so that's what's shining on me. So that's why I look red. Yes, Cirrus Kid. We are working on the confirmation email. I just talked with my developer right before going live, and we are working on that. So if you don't get a confirmation email, I'm sorry. Everyone who's ordered their lion's mane has gotten it, minus one person in Australia where it got held up from customs. So if your order went through, if you saw the confirmation page, your order went through and it'll be shipped out tomorrow, even though if you don't get an email. And so I'm sorry about that. Yeah, the class, yes, the free master class that's below my link. Look for the free master class, how to prevent Alzheimer's disease, MWeezy. It's there. Good night, Soldier Mom. You rock. Awesome, Carol. You're gonna love it. Grown up boy. I don't have an answer for you there. No, Morning Man is for men and women. It's for humans, Carol. It's delicious. It's awesome. MWeezy, the long haul masterclass is Dr. Linnell King. All that and all this is below my profile. Is it good for kids? Omium is great for kids, and Morning Man is great for kids. Black Diamond, they're both great. I would get the caffeine free Morning Man for kids, and it's $2 for a meal. Imagine getting your kids 50 different superfoods a day. They're gonna love it. It's so good. If I were to make a smoothie for kids, I'll probably do a video on this. I would use wild blueberries. If you can hide raw broccoli or cauliflower, I'd probably use cauliflower for kids. They're gonna fight that less. And then maybe a little spinach and some Morning Man with almond milk and a little bit of fat. So delicious. Yes, Eon's break. I will get Dr. Linnell King. I'm speaking with his daughter sometime soon to see if we can get him on. Denise just bought 2 bottles, getting Roar 6 for free. Awesome. Congratulations, Denise. You're going to love it. Tori, hello. What are your thoughts on steam sauna? Infrared sauna is the best. Cuts the risk of Alzheimer's disease in half. Where do I go to sign up for your things and buy? So Hair Drama. If you click the link below my profile, if you click here and then click the link below my profile picture, that's a link tree. All the things I mentioned are under there. So first is the Lion's Mane coffee replacement, the free ebook, the Newsweek article, my free report on supplements, my free masterclass. I got a lot of free stuff. My free brain fitness newsletter, the free long haul virus masterclass, all the products, all of those are under there. So Hair Drama, would you let me know that you found that? You are so welcome, Hot Toddy. Hooray for the newsletter. Thank you, the MCell. Thank you, Metal Guru. Karina, I get it. It's great and has a good amount of information. Thank you, Karina. Karina, would you do me a favor? And next email you get, would you just please reply to it? That just helps boost the algorithm for everybody. So that way more emails open it. Metal Guru, I'm not forcing anything on anybody. I'm just here to share education. And what you're talking about is certainly a personal choice. I want everyone to do what they believe is best for them. You're welcome, Reezy. Thank you, Jeannie Gale. Sunny Compass, did you fill out the application for the cruise? Devil's Gal, roar to you. Shal Chingona, roar to you. Mariana, roar to you. Metal Guru, roar to you. Karina, roar to you. Carol, roar to you. Thank you, the MCell. I appreciate that. Robert, you're running a marathon today. Most days. It's hard to leave the Lions Den. Y'all are awesome. Good night, Carol. Hi, Sophia from the Philippines. It has been a while. Sapi Yaya. Maria, how many capsules a day? My Lion's Mane is 2 capsules a day. Good night, Kayak. Okay, any other questions? Good night, Carol. If you can't handle caffeine, I'd recommend the Morning Man. I recommend Om Yum, the Lion's Mane coffee replacement. Carrie, Morning Man is a smoothie drink with 50 different superfoods in it. It's like athletic greens, but delicious. Oh, thank you, Bethy. Welcome to the Patreon. No, Jason Bourne, no free Lion's Mane tonight. Didn't you buy some? I thought you bought some like a while ago. How is your Lion's Mane? Once Upon Magical Mom. The coupon code for Morning Man is LOVE15. LOVE15. Jimbo, what do you know about quantum physics? Not much. Good night, Sirius. Great. Robbins, what do you want me to spell? Once Upon Magical Mom, would you let me know that you got it? Yes, TikTok admin. I do offer a couple different products. And did you see all the free stuff I'm giving away? Okay, any other questions? What's the best thing for your eyes? Early morning sunshine. Wake up and get sunshine in your eyes. It sets your circadian rhythm. Really important. It's really important to get sunshine. I think they found that those who spend a couple hours outside a day have better eyesight. Being outside is also way better than a computer screen because you're seeing things at a different distance. So for the last 2 hours, actually more than that, how long have I been on? 11:30 to 2, almost 3 hours. So 2.5 hours. I've been looking this far away, right? So 2 feet. That's not good for my eyes. Being on a computer all day is not good for your eyes. Walking outside is great for your eyes. First of all, sunshine is great. And then that you're seeing things at different distances is great. You're seeing close, seeing far. You're looking at a close tree. You're looking at a far up tree. You're looking at a close house, far house. Get outside, walk outside. So very, very good. I know the MCell, it's so hard to go away. I hear you. Yeah, Mr. Bod. Phenylpyrastam is awesome. I really like it. Yes, you can take Lion's Mane long term. I recommend taking it 5 to 6 days a week. Awesome. Once Upon Magical Mom, you're going to love it. Let me know when you try it. I want to know how you like it. By the way, who got the really discounted supplements from me? Come on. the green tea and the Neuro Plus. If you got those, please send me your testimonial at robertwblove@gmail.com. Give that a try. Alp9162. Where can you buy the Omium? You can find that on the link tree. It's the Lion's Mane coffee replacement. It's the first one under products for optimal health. Lion's Mane coffee replacement. Why 5 to 6 instead of 7? So I recommend not taking supplements every day so that you cycle on and off of them. So I don't do caffeine every day. I try to do caffeine 4 days a week. It's been closer to 5 recently. But the idea is that if you don't take it every day, it just helps your body. I think it's a good idea to not take anything every day because you basically want to give your body a break from them. So I don't take Lion's Mane every day. I don't take melatonin every day. I don't take metformin every day. I don't take any supplements every day. So it's good to take a day off because it's good to reset your system. Does that make sense? Little darling, I am single, but I did meet some very nice ladies at the Love Burn. And so that's been very interesting. All right. So Alp9162, did you find the Omium link? Once Upon a Magical Mom, I'm actually not selling the green tea right now. I just offered it to a few people to test out, and then we'll be selling it in the next couple months. Phoenix, I got them, but I've had gastro issues. Okay, well, thank you for telling me. NAC can be good. Yeah, for sure. Yes, you can take Lion's Mane and the Omium together. Sue 990. I do most days. It's great. I take my Lion's Mane supplement at night. I take Omium during the morning and the day. It's great. You are so welcome, Kelly Bell. So Alp 91962. If you scroll, did you find my link tree? It's the link below my profile. Or what you can do, Alp 91962, go to getomium.com. It's get and then omyum.com. And then subscribe and then enter love15 for the coupon. And then you get that subscription, that discount for life as well. I talked to that owner. I got it set up. So love15 is the coupon and you're all set. Yes, Omium is for brain health as well. It's got lion's mane, it's got reishi, it's got chaga, it's got turkey tail. No, it doesn't have turkey tail. It's got Ceylon cinnamon. It's so good for your brain. So very, very good. Okay. Well, so this has been so awesome. This is like my first real live. So last night I was pretty tired. I was traveling all day, but I still want to go on live. Today is like my first nice long live. 24,000 likes. Wow. That's so awesome. Thank you so much for all the love, all the support. I love being here with you in the Lion's Den. It nourishes my heart and my soul. And I want to acknowledge you for spending your evening here for the last 1, 2, 3 hours. Who's been here the longest? How long have you been here? If you've been here over an hour, let me know in the chat. I just want to acknowledge you for choosing to spend your time here rather than watching movies, watching trash TV, watching porn, playing video games, scrolling on social media. I think you did a great job choosing something really valuable, hopefully meaningful to you. Hopefully you learned some good stuff and you're going to make and continue to make healthy change in your life. And I really appreciate you being here. Be cool, man. It's been here 5 hours. I haven't been here 5 hours. I don't know what time warp you've been here. Been here since 11:30. Yeah, me too, Devil's Gal. It's now 2:15. Gosh, it's almost 3 hours. How did we do that? How did we do 3 hours of a live? That's amazing. Alp, you found it. Awesome. Carol's been here from the beginning. You've been here almost 3 hours, 2 hours and 45 minutes. I came in before the caffeine info. Okay, you're almost here. You're here 2 hours and 45. You're probably here at least two and a half hours, Kelly Bell. Wow. Y'all are awesome. Give yourselves a hand. Give yourselves a roar. Like seriously. And then I wouldn't be here without you. I wouldn't be on here having fun with you for 3 hours without you. So thank you sincerely from the bottom of my heart. Please get some really, really good sleep. I've been doing exercise first thing in the morning. That's been really helpful with my sleep. So if you don't know when you're going to do your 30 minutes of exercise, oh, thank you, Kelly Bell, for the crown. If you don't know when you're going to do your 30 minutes of aerobic exercise, do it in the morning. Get it done. And then if you do more later on, great. But get it done early in the morning. It improves health, wellness, longevity. You feel better. You sleep better. better performance throughout the day. Exercise in the morning is the best time to do it if you don't know when. I also like to exercise in the afternoon. It just feels better. Helps reduce anxiety. Phoenix, I don't turn on the TV anymore. You rock, Phoenix. And I couldn't be happier. You rock. I'm going to take a screenshot of that. Let me see if I can do this here. And screenshot. Yes, I got it. And I'm making a weird face during the screenshot. That's awesome. I love hearing that, Phoenix. Fantastic. You're welcome, Sue990. Awesome. All right. Wow. We got 25,000 likes. That's great. That's the longest. That's the most in a long time. Fantastic. All right. I am out of here. I will see you mañana. I love you. God bless you. Have a great night. Good night, Instagram. Last thing. Very last thing. If you haven't done it already, please follow my new account, Robert WB Love _guest. I'm going to be hosting guests on TikTok Live. A lot of these guests don't have a TikTok account or they don't have 1,000 followers. So I'm creating a new account that guests can use for interviews. So please follow Robert WB Love _guest. Once I get 1,000 followers, I can then interview people on TikTok Live and it'll be super duper cool. So please follow that account. I really appreciate that. And we're going to have some really cool interviews with some more great experts in the fields of health and wellness and neuroscience. It'll be lots of fun. So thank you for doing that as well. Good night, my dear friends on YouTube. You rock. And good night, TikTok.